And welcome to episode 2 of Abrea Before the Campaign, our companion show to the campaign. I know it's very original naming over here at TPK Games. I will kick it to our DM in just a moment, but there is a lot of stuff happening at TPK Games, and I just wanted to let you all know what was going on. So first of all, you can follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/TPK_games. You can also subscribe now because we've become affiliates. And if you subscribe, you get some custom emotes. So tier 1 is Drunk Thanea. I figured that would be the crowd pleaser. Tier 2 is Berriluss Cosmis with his wand of power. And tier 3 is Gimble, basically just saying ta-da. So those are the emotes. Check them out if you want to subscribe. Those are the different tiers. You can also browse our curated Amazon store now down in the channel feed. We get a cut of anything you purchase through that. So if you're looking for D&D stuff, that's where you can find it. And yeah, it helps us out a little bit. In the channel feed below the video, you can also click on our YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe there because that's where the free archive of all the past videos are. The videos will be uploaded 7 days after the original airing of the show. We also just got our Facebook page set up, so you can follow the link in the channel feed. It's facebook.com/TPK Games page. We'll be posting polls, granting early access to the channel art, and basically just chatting with everyone there. So as we get a community, we'll set up a group instead of a page, but for right now, just like the page. You can follow us on Twitter at TPK_games. All of our individual Twitter handles are also below in the channel feed, so check that out. And lastly, follow us here on Twitch because we're about to reach 100 followers. And once we do, I'll be drawing a follower out of a hat, and that person will receive a gifted subscription to our channel as well as any channel of your choice. I think the gifted subs only last for a month, but hey, it's a free sub. So, yeah, so please follow us. We'll have more of those contests as we go along. And then, and then we've got a lot of art going on for the channel. Our custom art is by Andrea Montano. You can follow her in the show notes. There's a link, as well as all the other artists that do all the NPCs. I think this show is going to have Sergey Vaznev is the main artist for this episode. So check all that out in the show notes. And now that all that's out of the way, I'll hand you over to our DM, Rich. How's it going, man?
It is good. That's why you're the man, John, because you can keep all that shit straight. I'm just here to keep the NPC straight, man. Exactly. I definitely would have ruined all of that. I'm just here to make dice rolls and push the ball down the court. So excellent. That's
the hardest part of my day. So yeah. So now I get that.
So
out of
it's
the way,
all uphill from here.
Exactly. I just get to play some fun shows.
All right, cool. Excellent. It's so good to see you guys. Look at all your bright, smiling faces. I can't wait to shatter those into a million pieces. How's everyone doing this week? How are you guys?
Just great.
Yeah,
doing well.
Chilling.
It's been too long. I like that we play every 2 weeks because I really by a week and a half, man, I miss you guys so bad. I get hyped for this next show, I think maybe, every week I might get a little fed up with all y'all, but I am psyched for tonight. We return to some real chaos and excitement. But before we just dive back in, I just want to touch base. What's going on with you guys? Tell me something exciting. Alex Donsky, what's going on with you, man?
Hey, what's up? Aside from working a lot now, checked out this new MMORPG called Project Gorgon. That's it's like a throwback to the old school Ultima Online EQ days. And I just can't get enough of it, man. It's fun, it's witty, it's refreshing after all the fucking theme park shit where you're just going one lit sign to another lit sign to another lit sign. And other than that, I likewise really enjoyed this crew last time, and I'm excited to get back into this, man.
Excellent. You mentioned that game and started hyping it up, and I checked it out and was like, oh god, this is pure addiction. I cannot install this. I have too much DM stuff to do, man. I would have had nothing ready for you guys if I started playing. But on that note, from one video gamer to another, Al Ward, what's up? Captain Emo, how are you, man?
Not too much. I just got a job, so in the next couple of weeks, I'll have my stream schedule ironed out, and be doing a lot of video games, Fortnite, or Heroes, stuff like that.
Excellent.
Also,
Excellent.
I forgot to mention about Alan. If you guys want to chat with Alan during the stream, he hangs out in the subscriber chat. So check that out as well. That's another perk of being a subscriber. You get Alan's fun during each episode.
Alan's fun. I've known him for a long time. I'll vouch for how fun he is. And plus, you could tell him all sneaky tricks to pull on me and terrible things that he can do to me for once. So, yeah, give Alan your secrets in the subscriber chat. I endorse this message. John, how are you doing, man?
I am great. Tired, but great. I've been working a lot on just getting all of the bells hooked up to this whistle, I guess. And yeah, it's just been like really fun to redesign the channel page, redesign the templates for the show. And plan with you on the next, the stuff we're going to be adding in the next few months.
Yeah, that is exciting stuff. As always, glad to have you. And you new guys, you Abrea guys, Curt Clark, Ghedaar, the Bronze Tidewalker. How are you doing tonight, man?
Doing well. Not much new. I guess I'll jump on the video game bandwagon. I delved into the downloaded but not played PSVR games that I've had, and I finally threw in Until Dawn: Rush of Blood, and that game, it freaked the hell out of me.
Yeah.
But it was fun for a little shooting gallery game. It was more intense than I had expected, and now I'm playing Bound in PSVR. And
that sounds so dope, dude.
Yeah, I have to say the VR games, like things that you don't think would be scary are way scarier than you would imagine. Like spiders jumping at your face in Farscape, and like it's just so weird how it fucks with your mind.
And I was talking with somebody about how they're asking me, like, I get sick in VR. Have you ever gotten nauseous in VR? I'm like, never, until I've played Bound. And it's like, and I have it on free form. Like, I have it like, are you sure you want to do this? Because you'll get sick. And yeah, sure. After an hour of that, I just had to put it down. I'll get back to it, but otherwise, it's been a good time.
Awesome, cool. I'm impressed, man, because you're like a Cthulhu guy. You're pretty deeply immersed in your horror. So if it's freaking you out, it's got to be good. That's a well done game. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Rush of Blood it's kind of a mix of good horror in terms of just creepiness and immersiveness, but then also the motion tracking with it's like you're going through a carnival and it's part roller coaster, and it was I enjoyed it it was better than I had expected, actually.
Very cool. And last but certainly not least, Gabe, we're so glad. We weren't sure if you were going to be able to make it tonight. You did, and I am delighted to have you. How are you doing, my man?
I'm doing very well. The thing that had put things at risk was recently started a new company. Been in the space for a long time, but I needed to close this deal with a major video game company, and I was able to get it done. And being in Los Angeles, I don't know if you've ever heard about, the rumors of Los Angeles traffic, but they're all true.
Oh, yeah.
It's a nightmare. Zoomed back, got here just in time. Just as we were going live, I was finishing setting up. I don't know if I'm allowed or I should say necessarily who it is or anything, but we just signed the contract. I guess I'll just suffice it to say that if you want to run into me, you'll be able to find me again this year at BlizzCon 2018.
Hell yeah, I'm jealous. I would love to go.
Yeah, right.
All right, cool. So do you guys have any questions? We did a little bit of bookkeeping before we fired up, but does anybody have any questions before we get started here?
Are we going to do this, guys? Are we going to take this freaking ship?
We're going to do this.
I just don't know who we're taking it for anymore.
Wow.
Did you ever in the first place? Okay, cool. And so with that, I suppose we will return. We find ourselves in the northern part of Abrea, in the cold gray waters of the Cold Star Coast, outside the small mining town of Port Herod. And these 5 wild adventurers They were not particularly gathered together per se, but they found themselves in the same place when a door opened upon them in Betty's board and bard, and in came a strange man with the blood of the forgotten gods that roam Abrea's soil, an Aasimar diviner by the name of Berriluss Cosmis. And Berriluss came in and proceeded to tell them that he had seen them in his future, and that these other four, Ghedaar the Bronze Tidewalker, Gimble Stonecloak, Havoc Skamos, and the half-giant known only as Valerian. He had seen them in his dreams, fighting alongside him, and then he came to them to call them to arms, to wrest control of the pirate ship called the Widdowmaker, which was captained by the Scourge of the Cold Star Coast, a white dragonborn known as Captain Frostblood, which is an appropriate and ridiculous name for a pirate, I know, but I didn't name him. I'm just telling you his story. And so it was that these five gathered, they ate many sandwiches together and exchanged some stories, some truth about their past, some rumors, some lies, but the five of them found themselves boarding up for the night together at Betty's and deliberating on many plans available to them to be able to execute the capturing of this ship and stealing it out from Captain Frostblood himself. Now, fortunately for me, these adventurers did not ever commit to one of these plans, though they had many. And as it was, the next day they found themselves taking a rowboat from port out to the deck of the Widdowmaker, where they were going to petition to join Frostblood's crew as new sailors and fresh blood to sail out and reave the seas of Abrea. And after some introductions and some assessment of other potential new recruits who they also found on the deck, what else happened? Combat ensued, that's what. Blades were drawn, blood was spilled, a man named Havoc Skamos disappeared, and in his place, a fabled pirate captain, also known in the Cold Star Coast, showed up below decks. And so it was that with sword swinging and magic being called from the ether, battle broke out. And so we left in the midst of this fray. And as we return now to the melee that has broken out on the top of this pirate ship laying in the port of Port Herod, the camera kind of zooms down in above the deck of this one ship sitting on the gray water in the port of the city. And as we take in this sight above, we see this hulking golem of flesh, humanoids, dozens of them perhaps, ripped apart and reassembled back together, animated through powerful magic. And it's surrounded by a series of loose chains that have animated themselves off the deck of the ship, along with the very anchor of the ship itself, which has risen up out of the water and began pummeling this flesh golem to no avail, unfortunately. Beside him stands the white dragonborn, Captain Frostblood, and one of his personal guard at his side. On the prow of the ship is Gimble Stonecloak. Moments ago, he was but a mouse chewing on ropes, but now there appear to be four of him as he moves in synchronicity with these mirrored images around him. And immediately in front of him stands this newcomer to the boat, a man named Radek the Magi. It's unclear whether or not he's in control of this golem, but some of the adventurers have assessed that much. Beside him is the first mate of this ship, a woman named Avila Karsh. She is a priest, a cleric of Enid Wraith, of the White Dragon God, of the Dynast, of the Hoarfrost Dynasties. And standing here at the top of the stairs leading to the hold below is a man that some might know as Havoc Skamos, though he's dressed quite differently now. Below decks, Berriluss Cosmis, Ghedaar the Bronze Tidewalker, and Valerian have dispatched most of the crew that were biding their time. And so, unless you guys have any questions. The music. Which is enormously loud. I'm sorry.
That's good.
That was intense.
It was intense, right? Drama acquired. And with that, we will return to the order of initiative. I rolled in the interim for all those combatants who have just entered the fray. And so we begin at the top of the round on count 22. And this, one of Captain Frostblood's personal guard, standing toe-to-toe with Ghedaar the Bronze Tidewalker at the foot of the stairs leading below deck. His weapons are drawn, and he prepares to make his attacks against this spy from Rome's bronze fortress. He holds a spear in one hand and a small shield out in front of him, and he's squared up with you, Ghedaar, bloodied and battered from the blows that you've laid upon him. And he just is like, "You picked the wrong ship to steal, Bronzy," and jams out, making 3 attacks with his spear at you.
Ooh.
TB brutal. I'm sorry, 2 attacks with the spear, and then he slashes out with the shield itself, trying to batter you. So 21, 12, and 25.
You know what? I'm going to cast Shield on myself as a reaction.
Okay, and so what is your new AC?
My new AC is 24.
Excellent. So as the first spear strike comes in, diving past the guard of your sword, about to penetrate your delightful bronze scales.
Can I see the guy? Oh no, I guess I can't. Never mind.
You were looking up, right? You were looking up past Havoc out into the deck of the ship last
He's
time.
kind of around the corner from me.
Right.
Yeah.
You just cast an ice storm, and so your attention is focused above deck.
Okay.
You're not
That's
watching closely as Ghedaar fights. But fortunately for him, his training as one of Rome's Eldritch Knights allows him to call to the Eldritch magics and bring up a shield of force in between him and this opponent. And the spear at the last moment is deflected away, but it does not stop the shield from connecting with you, Ghedaar. You are a medium, so a DC 15 strength saving throw, please. 19. You square your feet on the stairs. You're too strong. You will not be knocked down by this meager pirate. And so you take the smash of the shield into your chest. You feel the bruise before it even begins on your chest for 12 points of bludgeoning damage. That's its turn. That is 22. Gimble, Stonecloak, you are up. You stand on the deck of the ship, Radek the Magi immediately in front of you. He has been casting spells on himself, and you could see his feet just barely hovering above the deck of the ship. And next to him, the Priestess of Elakarsh, both watching these many duplicates of you as you move. What would you like to do?
If I wild shape, do all my duplicates also wild shape with me?
That's a good question. This is a super edge case. Let me just double check, but I believe so. Yes, I think that's how I'm going to educate that. You're not changing concentration. Let me double check here. Mirror image. They move with you. They make your actions. Right? Right?
I think
Absolutely.
Right?
Yep, absolutely.
Okay. Although that would make this very difficult on you to like. Okay, so here's what I think I'm going to do.
It's fine.
I am first going to Misty Step away to here, which is I think 30 feet. Oh wait, that wasn't my normal guy. Sorry, I missed. Yeah,
that's okay.
Okay, so I think that was okay, 25.
You have to all be like standing on the deck of the ship, right? That's the catch. Also, just to clarify for you guys, this circle that's here, this is ice from Alan's ice storm. It is difficult terrain within that circle until Berriluss goes this round. That's all difficult terrain.
Okay. And then so then the mirror image. Okay, hold on. Let me see how mirror image gets how attacks of opportunity would work with mirror image real quick.
It's just like when it works as mirror image, right? When it makes an attack against you, it's just going to have to roll to see whether it hits you or you do.
So I'm going to wild shape into a giant eagle.
Okay.
And then I'm going to attack the dude, and then I'm going to fly over right above above Havoc.
Okay, I got you.
Okay.
Yep.
Get your umbrella out.
That was a lot of crap, but okay. So then I'll do Beak Talon.
No, not a lot of crap, please.
Not all-
Lots of crap.
We always park the bard under the eagle.
Yeah. So 18 and 23 to hit that dude.
18 and 23 to hit. You're hitting the golem, right?
Yeah.
Just clarifying?
Yeah.
Okay. The golem's AC is very low. It is 9. You hit.
Oh, wow.
So I do 7 piercing and 10 slashing.
Okay, as you rip your beak and your claws down into this thing and begin to like just literally, you're like taking flesh away from it. You can see that it's a low motorcycle. It's completely unaffected by your assaults.
That's good.
The flesh golem is immune to damage from normal weapons, and it cares not that you are rending it apart.
I scream like a giant eagle does, and then I'm going to move right. I'm going to fly right to like there, and he gets an attack of opportunity.
Right. Just a heads up for you, John. If you hold down shift, you can click all of them at once and pull them as a group, right?
Good to know.
So it takes an attack of opportunity at you as you fly.
Yes. Oh, and I kept my bark skin. I kept my bark skin. My bark skin. I mean my bee skin armor on that one.
Okay, yeah. So this giant eagle, you see it, Havoc, because you're the only other one up on the deck. This eagle is literally like wearing a leather vest around its chest. It's the strangest thing you've seen. Its wings coming out of this leather vest on it. 20. In fact, does hit. Let's double check mirror image. Each time a creature targets you with an attack during the spell's duration, roll d20. So you roll a d20, John.
Okay.
If you have 3 duplicates, you must roll a 6 or higher to change the attack to a duplicate.
Nope.
Okay, so it hits you.
Okay.
Actual real you, which is unfortunate,
I have 26 hit points.
for 13 points of damage. Are you holding concentration on anything? The mirror image?
Yeah, on the mirror. Oh, mirror image is not concentration.
Okay.
So no, I'm not.
Okay.
Wait, let me make sure that it's not.
It's not.
It's not.
Yeah,
That's
it's
cool.
not. Okay, great. No, I'm not. So I
Okay,
just lose
cool.
13 points on my giant eagle. Okay, cool.
That was Gimble Stonecloak. Oh, wait, I have to make him come back because now you're actually not on the initiative. My bad.
Havoc can ride me, right?
Potentially. It depends I don't know how well Havoc is at riding giant eagles, but he can sure try. Yes.
He's been around.
Learned it in school, so
Good.
Good to know. He did that before pirate school. He was an eagle rider.
It was an elective.
On 20, you see Frostblood turning to look at the many eagles that are flying across his ship and have now like alighted to the back, and he glances then past the golem at this man standing in the staircase conjuring the magic that has done this. And so he proceeds to yank a knife off the bandolier that's like wrapped across his chest that has many blades on it. And Berriluss Cosmis, if you could see him right now, you would know exactly what he's doing because you've seen him do it many times before. And so the knife, he fires it up into the ropes above. And Havoc, you like follow the glinting of the blade in the sunlight as it severs a rope in the rigging, and you suddenly see a block and tackle break. The tension broken as the rope severs, and this huge pulley comes swinging down right towards you as you stand in the top of the stairwell looking out onto the deck. And so this broken piece of rope with this huge wooden pulley and hook on the bottom of it comes swinging down right at you. 19. What's your armor class, Havoc?
16.
Okay. And it smashes you solidly in the chest. You're pretty sure it broke a couple of ribs as you take 16 points of bludgeoning damage.
Wow.
That's on 20. Ghedaar the Bronze Tidewalker. You were also on 20.
Well, there's this guy who just bashed me with his shield up in my grill.
Yep,
And he's been repeatedly bashing me. So I will be swinging a crest, my longsword, with extra whitening at the extra bloodening at this guardian. 28, better hit.
28 definitively hits, my friend.
15 points of slashing damage.
Oh, hell yeah. So you draw your longsword like in tight, and he brings his shield down low to block the blade. At the last second, you redirect it up, like bringing it into contact with him and carving flesh off this poor bastard. He screams, bleeding badly, 42, 52 points of damage. Okay, that's first attack. Second attack?
Second attack, 22 AC.
Yeah, hits.
Okay, good. Another 15 points of damage from
Ooh.
Crest with extra deadening.
He now looks pretty hurt. You just like cut him pretty badly, right? He's wearing studded leather armor. The second attack cuts deep into his left arm, and you could see it like the blood dripping off his elbow as he clings white knuckled to his shield desperately. Fear in his eyes now. Those are your attacks.
The second cut is the deepest. I am done with my attacks. I look over his shoulder and wink at Valerian and kind of like give him the nod.
Oh, spaghetti. Okay, cool. That's Ghedaar's turn. On 16, the golem goes. Oh. Now it's standing in difficult terrain, so that takes two spaces for it to step out, which it does. Frostblood is like screaming, "Destroy them!" And the golem steps forward, and God, it's just gone for you, Havoc. I'm sorry, buddy. You're right there in front of it, just so juicy. 14 misses. The first attack swings, and you're able to like duck, pull yourself against the side of the doorway, and wood shatters as its dead, fleshy fist just explodes the side of the doorway next to you. The second attack, 17. That is your AC, right?
16. Can I do a reaction, or does this hit need to happen first?
Hold on, Berriluss, you can see him.
Okay, so I'm going to use my portent to replace the 17 with the 5 that I rolled.
And
at the beginning.
That you see it happening, Havoc. You see this thing's fist about to connect with you, and you're about to like, oh, can I shield? Can I? And suddenly you hear like Berriluss behind you, like murmur some words, like, "No, it will not pass this way," and like. Its fist just like veers away, shattering the other side of this doorway as you stand at it. Both attacks missing you cleanly. That's 16. Nice.
Can I do a reaction there, or would it have needed to connect before I could do a reaction?
What are you trying to do? Hellish Rebuke?
Yeah.
A double check. I think you have to get hit for
it has to connect.
Take the hit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, but that said, Captain Frostblood goes on 15. And so he is going to, what do we got here? He's standing in difficult terrain, so that's 10 feet. He moves past his buddy's space. He steps up onto the top of the deck here.
Do the chains get attack of opportunities?
They don't. They operate like spiritual weapons fundamentally.
Right.
But he now standing up here is going to. Ooh, this is brutal. Okay. He throws some daggers at the eagle. I assume you're like up off the deck so that he can't reach you. Like, how high off the deck are you?
I mean, I didn't say, so I just wanted to float like, I guess 10 feet or like however high a bird would like hover, 10, 15 feet.
I'd say
Right.
20, 30, man.
Yeah, but I didn't say that, and it makes a bit,
But I mean,
I meant to be close to you so you could jump on my back and fly away.
All right, then we're gonna say you're like low enough. Then he can step in and he's going to attack with his maul, right? I mean, if you're like trying
Yeah. No, that was what I. Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
so he steps in and attacks with his maul. He is raging. First attack, 25.
That's gonna hit.
So you roll d20 for your mirror images.
Yes.
Nice.
Denied.
Yeah, so one of your images disappears.
Okay.
Second attack.
That is my AC, so
Hits.
it's
With 2 duplicates, you must roll an 8 or higher.
Oh.
nope.
Brutal. Sorry, friend. So
Okay.
plus 3 damage
Maybe.
on this. It's not crazy. Don't panic. It is 16 and 6 is 22 plus 3 is 25 damage altogether.
It's not crazy. That's crazy. Okay, so
it is crazy.
absurd.
It's almost 32 points of damage. So don't
25.
panic.
You said
Yes.
25. So 13. So I pop back into Gimble shape, and then 13 minus 25 is 22. Is 12.
Yeah.
So I'm down to 70.
Time for some good berries, man.
Yeah. Yeah, seriously. I didn't keep any. I handed them all to you guys.
I just ate them. Like I didn't even need them. I ate them.
Yeah. You're supposed to put them in your pocket and wait.
It's very Havoc of you. I mean, okay, so that's Frostblood's turn. You are knocked out of your thing. Okay, here we go. The priestess, our girl here, Avila Karsh. So she is going to. This is going to be pretty rough.
Thanks.
I'm sorry.
That's not ominous.
Just calling it like it is. She looks to the other side of the ship. She sees the two of you standing here. Obviously, you are a spellcaster, Berriluss. You have or Gimble, you have evaded her, and she is frustrated about it. My question is, with the mirror images, can she still do this to you? Yeah, she can. She absolutely can. So you will unfortunately roll a saving throw as she casts at you.
How far is? Well, yeah. Wait, never mind.
How far is who?
It's not important. It's not even close enough.
Okay. She casts banishment at you. So you're
I
gonna.
just saw what the spell was.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. So charisma saving throw.
Oh well.
DC is 11, 15.
This is on Gimble.
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Banishment on me.
Yes.
What is it? A wisdom save?
Charisma.
Charisma.
save. Fuck.
DC is 15. It's a little rough.
Oh, wait. I have advantage on all intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving throws against magic.
You sure do.
Sweet. Oh my god, really?
Ugh.
Gimble, I am so sorry. Okay, you are suddenly not there anymore. You hear a popping sound up above and behind you, Havoc. Okay, you are banished and incapacitated until the spell ends. Blah 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 blah.
What happened to my mirror images?
What do you mean?
Do they stay on the deck or do they go with me?
No, we're gonna say they go with you.
Okay.
I mean, they don't. I'm gonna say they just like wink out of existence at least until you come back.
Okay.
He doesn't get to roll to see if she hits the mirror
No,
instead.
it's not an attack. It's not a spell
It's
attack.
not an attack. Yeah, that's why like she's doing this because she's smart enough to know not to do that. Okay. That was pretty fucking shitty. This guy here goes Radic the fucking Magi. He's flying. He flies out over the ship to here. You see him like flying out above the water. You could see him like above the head of the fucking golem, Havoc. And he then casts, this is brutal. Okay, yep, here we go. He's just going to give it to you simple here, Havoc. Magic missiles come pummeling down at you for 12 points of damage, unless you have shield, which I don't think you do.
I don't. But
Okay.
if I can Hellish Rebuke him, I will do that. I don't know if he's too far for that or not.
You can. What's the range on Hellish Rebuke? I'm pretty sure it's 60 feet, in which case you could definitely get him. He's 30 feet away even, too. You can get him. Yep. That's ranged.
Forgive me, as I said last episode, AD&D 2nd Edition was the last time I played, so I'm catching up.
Yeah, it's cool, man. We're in no rush. What's the rush? What are we trying to get to the end for? We're enjoying the journey. One reaction which you take in response to being damaged by a creature within 60 feet of you. So you're cool, 60 feet.
Okay.
Sorry, cat problems.
I feel like Valerian and Ghedaar are like, this is going great.
Yeah. You guys feel like heroes down there.
I'm just imagining what they're hearing on the deck above them.
Did that not pop up? All right. Hang on. Here it comes, baby. Here it comes.
Oh yeah, give it to us.
It probably is asking what level, Gabe.
Yeah, and I'm thinking because this is racial ability, it's just level 1.
You can
Yeah.
choose.
Well, I mean, you could use
Definitely.
higher level slots since you're a caster. Yes,
Oh,
he's
yeah,
right.
yeah,
I would
yeah.
let you to. I don't care. If you would
Okay.
like to use a higher level spell slot, you can.
Okay. In that case, see, I've got like 2 screens going and to try and make it more efficient, and then in this case, it's just not. Okay, here we go.
It's a learning curve, brother. I'm with you. Holy shit.
Nice.
The higher level cast indeed. What level spell? What level did you burn? For 33 deck save DC. Okay.
2d10. So that would just be second level, right? Or do you just cast it at first level?
I cast it at 4th.
Oh.
Yeah.
And he fails his
Yes.
dexterity saving
Fuck yeah.
throw badly, taking 33 points of fire damage. Okay. And at which point he will roll this concentration saving throw because flying. Get ready for it, gentlemen. So 33 points of damage. I'm looking
Ooh,
for
no.
16. He fails. He plummets. You see, you hit the. Havoc takes the 3 magic missiles, and he suddenly focuses his energy and just. And this fire rolls out from your hands over the top of the golem and just shatters into this flying, wretched-looking wizard with his green skin and his decrepit, ratty old beard, his robes blowing in the breeze, and you see his robes start burning, and he screams "Ah!" as he plummets out of sight, and you hear ploosh, a splashing sound from down beneath you as he falls into the water.
Good
Excellent.
job.
Well done, sir. With that, you're up, Havoc.
All right, okay. I want to do Charm Monster on the Golem.
Roll an Arcana. Do you have Arcana? Do you have proficiency in Arcana? You're a lore bard, so I'm going to let you roll it either way. But go ahead and roll an Arcana check.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
It's not going to
Okay.
work.
You laughing at me?
No.
Nope.
I did this
No,
exact
I'm-
same thing.
This is just episode 2's teachable moment.
Just the first one, Curt. The first
Whenever you
one.
have to go full,
Teachable moment
there's a
1A.
reason, right?
Wait, did that cast it or not?
Yeah, absolutely. You attempt to charm a creature you can see within range. It must make a wisdom saving throw and does so with advantage if your companions are fighting it. As it is a flesh golem, it is immune to being charmed.
Okay.
Cannot be charmed, unfortunately. Okay. You did that action. On your bonus action, you have all these chains.
Exactly. I have an anchor. I have chains. Okay. This. Who's this?
Avila Karsh, that is the priestess and the first mate.
She banished me, so if you do damage, she has to do a concentration check, and I might pop back into existence, by the way.
It's a true story.
But since I cast a spell, my bonus action wouldn't be able to be a weapon action. It would have to be like...
You get to move all those chains, I think.
Technically...
Yeah, all right. Can I move the chains individually, or do they all need to be in unison?
Do me a favor, just click animate objects again so we could take a look at it.
Sure.
I'm reading it right now, but it's good if everybody else can read along with us.
We're talking to you, viewers.
Indeed, we surely are. Objects come to life at your command, up to 10, blah, blah, blah. As a bonus action, you can mentally command any creature you made with the spell. If it's within 500 feet of you, you decide what action the creature will take and where it will move. So, each one of these things can do its own thing. You can move them all over the goddamn place.
Okay.
This is badass.
This guy here, does he look like he's the strongest of who's on deck right now?
He's the captain, right? I mean, it's a fair assessment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. I
No,
got
fine.
confused. All right. I want to send the anchor and 2 chains to attack him. And I want to send 1 chain to attack the priestess.
Okay, you got it. So, the anchor and 2 chains roll up onto the captain. You can attack with those first. The anchor is large. It gets +6 to hit.
Whoa.
So the anchor, just looking, so that's 320.
11 misses. The anchor like swings in, and he's quick. This guy, man, he's not like wearing any armor, right? He appears to be raging, and he's moving fast. And so as the anchor like smashes down into the deck, like dragging the chain along the decking, he leaps up over it. And you hear him yell from up above you, like, "You'll not turn my ship against me." Now you can attack with the small chains. Those each get +5.
Okay.
$20 and 23, excellently done. Those both hit. No, 23 hits. 20 does not.
What?
Holy cow!
He's a pirate captain.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he
no
is.
bullshit. It's not a joke. He's the scourge of the cold Star Coast for a reason. So I'm sorry. Your damage. Yep. 1d8. Oh no, wait. You get 2d6 +1, Gabe, for a medium object.
Oh, I thought it was small. Sorry.
Oh, no problem, man.
That was.
That's what she said. Sorry.
Wah, wah.
Wah, wah.
2d6 +1.
Mm-hmm. Okay, excellent. That is brutal. Good God, man. The dice are not with you tonight, gentlemen. Okay, you do 4 points of damage to him. The chain like hits him, and yeah, to not great effect. The third chain gets to go. It is over here on Avila Carr. She get to make another attack roll with a +5 at her.
Sorry, that was an accident.
Oh, you're fine, man. You're fine. No worries.
Okay, so that's +5.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, crit.
Oh!
20! So now you will roll 4d6 +1.
Yeah, I do.
Nice, for 14 points of damage. Okay, so she takes the hit and will now make a concentration check. 14 points of damage. That's 7. 10 is higher. She's rolling a con save with a DC of 10. 4. How about that?
Yes.
You
Yes.
saved
Thank you.
John's night.
Thank
by the way,
you.
because I fucked him pretty bad right there. So the chain hits her, and it hits her good, man. She stumbles backwards and hits the wheel that the anchor's attached on, and the chain that's like coming off the wheel is attached to the anchor in the very back of the boat. And so she like stumbles on it, disoriented, clinging to a shield and her mace in her hands, and she loses focus for but a moment, and that is all it takes. Suddenly, Gimble, you are back on the deck of the ship, and you see Frostblood standing out in front of you with these 3 chains on top of him. Havoc, that was your action, your bonus action. You have movement. If you move, the golem will take an attack of opportunity against you. Would you like to move?
I think I'll stay put, unless, do I have a sense that I'm blocking the guys behind me in any way?
They can move through your space if they have to.
Okay, then I'm happy to stay where I am for the moment.
Okay.
Do I feel like I'm pretty well shielded from attacks from the captain, or at least I would have something kind of like duck behind or anything used?
Yeah, I mean, you can't see him right now, so that's a good start at least, right? You're not in line of sight with him, so sure, it's as good as you could hope for, really, right?
Yeah. Okay, then I'll stay where I'm at.
Also, by the way, I've added to your sheet right here at the bottom of your attacks list is large animated object, medium animated object, so you could just click those off your sheet from the next couple of rounds. Okay.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Valerian, underneath, you are up.
All right, finally. God,
Make
man.
this guy wait for it.
Ugh, jeez. All right.
I moved to the stairwell. I end my turn.
Yeah. This is
Right.
about what is
Exactly.
about to happen.
I dash, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna dash as I run past Ghedaar. I'm gonna be like, "That's 4-1, half dragon."
Wait, you cannot run past Ghedaar because this guy is actually blocking you. Ghedaar is an opponent in front of
Oh,
him.
you didn't kill him yet?
Nope.
Hey, no, I looked over his shoulder and winked. I looked.
He did.
I beckoned you.
Oh, that changes things. And no, man, I'm gonna go move over and attack this dude.
Okay.
Simple. Cool. I had all these complicated things I was thinking about, and
Come
I'll just
charging
come-
across the fucking deck of the ship. Boom, boom, boom. Havoc, you can hear the footsteps of Valerian as he
Ooh,
stomps across.
20.
30 hits with the crit, massive damage. Let's see it.
You're flanking.
Yeah. Okay. 24 points of damage. You bring the sword down on the back of this guy and just like cleave straight through his studded leather armor down across his back, and he screams bloody murder. 24 points of damage. Okay, second attack. He's still up. Looks really
Destroy
hurt.
him.
damn, we're rolling hot.
Nice.
Yes. For another 11. That puts him at 102 hit points, and he stands there fucking barely breathing.
Oh
but
my god.
Then I'm gonna
He's just like,
use.
he's terrified. He's looking between him at the giant standing behind him and this guy in front. Oh,
Yes. Slay that bastard.
Yeah, and I'll use it. I'll just use that at first level because
okay.
I find my dice tool.
Get him.
Wah, wah.
Oh wait, sorry, it's D8.
Oh,
Oh, yes, it is.
Nice.
Tricky bastard.
No, I swear.
that was warming up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, the fates will not let you cheat me. No.
Terrible.
He's still up.
Ah,
Jeez.
Fucking battered, man. And so as you hit him, he's like, please don't kill me. And he drops his shield and his spear. And he's just like, please, no, don't kill me. Okay, Valerian, those are your 2 attacks. Bonus action.
Oh, that was my bonus action. Or no, that wasn't a bonus action.
Yeah, it's a free action, this might.
Fuck, man. As my bonus action, I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay, good
Nice.
call. Okay. All right, on 6. Frostblood's guard goes. He comes running and jumps. Oh no, that's the mast. So it's a really awkward position for him to try to get at you, but he's got a spear, fortunately. And so like I'm gonna give you cover, even though this is not a missile attack, and he's like stabbing down at you, Havoc, as you stand in the staircase. This fucking pirate comes running over and is jabbing down over the edge with his spear. So first attack, second attack, and he can't reach you with this shield. 26 hits, 12 does not.
How does the cover work?
Of piercing damage. It's +2 AC.
Gotcha.
Got partial cover, right?
Cool.
So you take 8 points of piercing damage as this guy jams a spear into your shoulder over the edge of the fucking staircase. Berriluss Cosmis, you are up.
Do something incredible.
It's about time.
I think you're muted down.
Okay, so I'm gonna look at Ghedaar over here, and I'm gonna say, "Come with me," and I'm gonna cast Dimension Door, and from where I'm at to up here, behind the priest.
Oh wow! So you just like step back and grab Ghedaar, and then just the two of you teleport over there.
If he's willing.
Are you willing, Ghedaar? Are you resisting?
This guy does not look like he's going to take an attack of opportunity on me.
It doesn't matter. You're dimension dooring.
Okay.
Attacks of opportunity are non-existent.
I'll nod to Valerian, figuring he has this covered, looking at the pile of bodies behind him, and I will trust the guy who knows the ship and follow Berriluss.
You feel his shoulder, his hand just grab you on the shoulder, and suddenly this portal just opens in front of him. This like mirrory portal. And the two of you now are standing on the prow of the ship. It's jarring to you for a moment.
Oh, yeah.
You know your magic, but yeah, there's suddenly wind coming into your face, and the sun of like being up here again. And you see this priestess's back to you, and she's like battered, this chain like tangling up in her legs. Gimble, 3 of him on the other far side. Havoc, pinions tight in at the top of the stairs.
That's 3 too many.
Right. Berriluss, that's your action. You have movement and a bonus action.
I'm good where I'm at, and I don't think I have anything for a bonus action, so I'm good.
Okay, excellent. This guy right here goes. He's standing here, like watching the far side of the ship. This is just one of the standard pirates. Nobody of any great significance, but he stands here with his crappy little crossbow, and he is going to shoot it at the many gnomes. It's just because he could see you. You're up high. 12. He misses the many gnomes anyway, right?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, the crossbow bolt like goes wild over your head. You're much shorter than he thought you were from there. That's his turn. This guy goes. He's in difficult terrain. So that's 10 feet. That's 15.
No, he's not. It ended on my turn.
Oh, yeah, it did. Thank you.
Oh, interesting.
Hey, Rich.
Yes,
Am
sir.
I able to like speak out loud, or does that require an action?
Nah, I'm pretty forgiving about that shit. Other DMs are very meticulous about like when you can talk, this and that, but I'm fine with you speaking out loud, sure.
Okay. I just want to yell as loud as I can to say, all those who wish to join Darkspawn will have free employment from this point on.
And this guy, you see him kind of like glance over his shoulder as he's like charging up here at you, Berriluss. like Darkspawn. Did he say Darkspawn? And so he's in front of you, and he has a spear, and he's gonna stab you with it.
That's not nice.
Good luck, friend.
That's your reaction?
Ooh, is
Well,
that a
8. It is a 1 and 9.
Yeah, you're touching.
He's like, woof, and you just like weave out of the way. And then the second attack, he like swings at you, and you like push the spear tip down with your hand and jam it up into like the chain coming off this fucking anchor wheel, and it yanks the spear clean out of his hand. And he's like, what the? And just shoves up with the shield at you, and you like duck down low as it goes over your head. You're just like dancing with this idiot. Like,
I already saw every move you were going to try and do.
Never fight a diviner. New round. Here we go into the new round. 22. This guy down here, Valerian, he falls to the ground prostrate in front of you. His shield and spear are on the ground. He's bleeding badly, clinging to his life. You have shown him the error of his ways, and he looks up to you, and out of his bloodied face, blood running down his nose and out of his mouth, please don't kill me, please, I'll serve you like I served him, please.
Nice.
You've made a good choice today.
Slash.
Excellent. He just crawls out of your way. He's in the fetal position on the ground, please. Oh. Gimble, you're up on 21.
I'm up on 21? Okay. Here we go. I am going to cast Polymorph on the captain and try to turn him into a Sturge.
Okay, he's going to use one of his legendary resistances.
God fucking I just texted you about it. I hate those.
Which I told him, don't complain to me, friends. Complain to, Mike Merles and Chris Perkins. Talk to them about 5th edition D&D design. Yeah, and so he
I think it's wonderful, Chris and Mike.
We love you, Chris and Mike. He makes his saving throw. That's your action. You have movement and a bonus action.
Yes, I do. What bonus actions do I have?
Down his one legendary resistance that he has used. Excellent.
I don't have any concentration spells up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast Healing Spirit at I'm going to cast Healing Spirit at at 4th level. And I'm going to put the sphere right in between me and Havoc.
You call forth the nature spirit to soothe the wound, and an intangible spirit appears in the space that is a 5-foot cube you can see within range. It looks like a transparent beast of your choice. Until the spell ends, whenever you or your creature you can see moves in the spirit space for the first time in a turn, it starts there. Blah, blah, blah. 1d6. Okay, excellent. So it's at the start of somebody's turn. So I don't think you get healed right now, do you? This is so weird.
If I move into it, don't I get healed?
Yeah, but hold on a second. It's just a 5-foot cube, right? And you're putting it in between you and Havoc.
Yeah, until the spell ends, whenever you or a creature you can see moves into the spirit space for the first time on your turn, it does the healing.
With you, I thought it was I thought it was like a bigger AoE centered on a 5-foot spear, but yes. Right?
So it's 9 points of healing. I don't know what this healing spirit bonus thing is, but whatever. So I guess
it's a bonus action. You can move it.
Oh. No, he's saying at the bottom, there's 9 points of healing, 3 points of bonus healing. He doesn't know what the 3 points of bonus
that's
healing
from
is.
your higher level casting.
Oh.
So 12 total.
That's weird. Anyway, I don't know how I calculated that, but fine, yeah. So I'll heal for 12, and I'll remain, and so I'll just move into it and then move out of it.
Is it touching me, or do I need to reach out? Do you need to tell me, Gimble, to put my hand up or something?
Well, you just have to move up on your turn into the space.
Do I have to, Rich? Do I have to move into it fully, or can I reach up and touch the?
No, you have to put yourself in that 5-foot square, right? And you're in a really tight position, because if you move from where you're standing without disengaging, these guys are going to unload on you, right? So it's a tough spot for you. But yeah, you would have to physically put yourself in that 5-foot space, and it's above you, right? In other words, you'll have to go up these stairs. You could make an athletics check or something like that, acrobatics check, to jump up and grab the lip and pull yourself up. But I'm just going through semantics. So you cast your healing spirit, you move in and out of the space. That was a bonus action, this is?
Yeah, that's a bonus action. So my question now is, hold on, let me make sure it was a bonus action. I wrote bonus. Yeah, one bonus action. So what I want to do, so here's the other thing I wanted to ask. We have 5 temporary hit points. Did those increase the max, or were they just temporary? Like,
they're just temporary. Yeah, there's 2 different things. You get like in addition to your maximum, and then there's temporary, and they're separate. So the temporary ones go first,
which
but
one
you can
was
heal
the
in
one we got earlier
temporary.
in this battle? It was temporary. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, cool. And I end my turn because I moved into this corner.
You got it. Okay, that is Gimble's turn. Gimble's up on 20. He's going to okay, he like steps over to here just so he can get a good like sight, and he throws his dagger to the far side. You see it like cartwheeling through the sunlight, Gimble. Havoc, you see it come spiraling out from above the deck. I'm sorry, what?
Nothing, sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. And it cuts a line up here on the other side of the ship. And you see this tumble of rope like snap from the rigging and come collapsing down towards you, Ghedaar. So DC 15 dexterity saving throw is this huge fucking bundle of ropes. This knife comes like flying and cuts a line up above you, and it just begins like unwinding and like spinning down. And Berriluss, you have seen this before. You have spent years on this ship fighting with this guy, and like this is his MO, right? He throws these knives all over the place, ropes fall, booms swing all over the place. Like, you know, he's got one move that he loves where like he sends a boom across the ship and knocks everyone off, right? So 20. You like dodge, deke out of the way, and this like bundle of ropes lands here, and you're able to like avoid getting tangled up in it. With that, it's your turn, Ghedaar, on 20.
Did I see where the chain of events that led to that happening?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
You saw like a dagger come flying from the far side, and you know the captain's here. So, or I'm sorry, he was.
The first mate, Avina, is she bearing weaponry?
Absolutely. She is, as Berriluss told you, she's a priestess of Enid Wraith. And so she's holding a mace in one hand and a shield in the other.
If I moved, if I moved here, would I get advantage with the chain?
Yeah, the chain can grant you flanking, right? The chain doesn't get a flanking bonus, but it can grant you a flanking bonus.
What I will be doing is I will, as a cantrip for my action, cast Blade Ward.
Oh, fuck yeah, okay.
And then using War Magic, I will move to flank, and for my bonus action, I will attack once with my sword.
Excellent. The Eldritch Knight of Rome focuses his magic to protect himself and lays crest. Oh, 28 hits. For 7 points, or 9. Sorry, one-handed. Got it. It's funny, your one-handed damage is strong AF today. Yes, you cleave into her, like battering down against the half plate that she's wearing. You get past like the defense of her shield as she's trying to like deal with this chain. Your Blade Ward is up. That's your action. Bonus action. You're not moving anymore, right? You're good?
Correct.
Okay. The golem goes, oi, 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 oi. This is a terrible place for you, Havoc. God, I'm afraid for you. Okay.
Notice someone else, right?
Yeah. It is just gonna try to fucking smash you, bro. Slam. 9 and 17. So the first attack, it like swings down and you duck, and it punches out right over you, and you're like, haha, I got this fucker's number. Just in time to see the second fist like come hammering at your face for 10 bludgeoning damage. As your helmet gets knocked, you hear it like ringing inside after it bounces off the shattered door frame next to you. That's its turn on 16, 15. Frostblood goes. Frostblood is going to. This doesn't work the way it used to. He can't just kill all your mirror images with a fucking breath weapon, can he?
No, I think only one would go.
Yeah, I agree. Well, it would just hit all
targeted.
of them.
It's targeted attacks. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just going to hit all of you, and none of them will go. So he steps up and proceeds to, and he blasts this cone of cold out of his mouth at all you guys.
Do I know if that counts as magic? Wait, hold on. Do I know if that counts as... fuck.
It's a
The
natural
spell
ability.
captures some of the incoming energy.
Absorb elements?
Yeah, can I use
It's
it?
definitely
that's-
elemental damage. That works. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, then I'm going to use that when he does it.
The saving throw, I don't know why it says DC 0. I fucked up here, but it should be...
You can make it.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a DC of 16.
DC of 16, and what am I making? Con save?
Yeah. But you do this, storing it for your next attack, and it gives you resistance. So as a reaction, you cast Absorb Elements. You're making a con save, DC 15.
Con save.
Yeah.
10, I
And
miss.
you fail. Okay. So 6 points of cold damage you take.
Okay.
The first time you hit with the melee attack on your next turn, the target takes an extra 1d6 cold damage.
Cool.
Right?
Yep.
It lasts for 1 round. So Frostblood like steps in and breathes, and he seems like annoyed that did not have as much effect as he wanted. And then he is going to move.
Yeah, you better run, Frostblood. I mean, yeah, you better run, Frostblood. Heh.
Yeah, for real.
Get out of here, guy!
Get out of here, man.
He comes charging over this way, leaping over the chains. You see him land down on the deck here, Havoc, right? And he charges to like here, coming towards you guys. Okay. That's Frostblood. Avila Karsh goes. She wheels on you, Ghedaar,
Hi.
Bronze Tidewalker. And she's just like, you damned Bronze. You have no right being on this ship. And so with that, she is casting.
Ruh-roh.
Banish again.
No.
No.
Fortunately for you, that's not happening. Unfortunately for you, she is. She like lifts her shield and her mace to the sky, like. And you hear like chanting, and you hear Enid Wraith's name repeated a few times, and clouds swirl around you. And she calls down a lightning bolt from above. So Dex save DC 14. And you fail, so you take 9 points of lightning damage.
Jeez, we
I'm
cannot
a
roll
big-
today.
I'm a bronze dragon, so I have lightning resistance.
And,
So I take 4 points of damage. Is that correct?
yes, that's
Okay.
exactly correct.
I'm like, bring it.
Yeah. Do your lightningest.
Okay, cool.
And I'll show her I was actually done next round.
Oh god, I fucked up, but I'll save that for next time. She's not going to die that quickly. Okay, that's her turn. Out here, problems. As this wet motherfucker has to cast fly on himself again. Okay, cool.
Oh.
Is there a somatic component that's made more difficult because he's treading water? I'm just
Nope.
kidding. I'm just completely kidding.
I know you are. Havoc, you're up.
Do it. But I don't know what
Havoc
ET
is, like,
is.
trapped in the fucking death pool over here, man.
But there's you're on-
So you
You're
can
on
disengage
stairs.
as an action and then run into the healing thing if you want, and you would still have a bonus action technically.
Very true.
True story.
For the
I feel like
bonus
it-
action,
Jason, you get lower tonight. That's better, right, John?
and for the bonus action, am I able to cast a spell that costs an action?
No, bonus actions and actions are like distinctly separate, and so yeah, you can't make a bonus action be longer.
Is this Golem looking like super healthy, kind of damaged? Like, how's he looking?
it looks like a little battered, but honestly, like most of the stuff that you guys have put into it so far has not done a lot of damage. The only thing that seems to have really battered it well were Gimble's initial tidal wave, which you didn't even see, and then Berriluss's ice storm.
Here's the thing, though. You can move all your chains with your bonus action. So if you use your action to disengage, you can run into the thing and then use the chain to try to throw the golem overboard, because golem water, bad news.
Yeah, but I've witnessed the chains like pretty much doing nothing to him before, so I'm like, okay, here's what I'd like to do if I can, Rich. Fireball has 150 range, I think.
Okay,
75?
wait, hold on. Do we really want to burn down the ship? Is that a thing?
No, there's no time to have this discussion.
No table talk. No
I'll-
table talk there, John. I want to hear what Havoc has to say.
Yeah, I want to see it.
In vehicles water, so I know about flammability of shippage. Can I center the fireball 75 feet up and at least like 25 feet out, or however long, to like make sure I'm not hitting the rigging and still get the golem and maybe also the mage who has just reappeared?
Okay, so you can't see the mage because he's down over the edge of the ship. That being said, you can definitely do this. You can put the fireball out over the water, so it will not necessarily... If you put it up high, it's going to hit the rigging. Like this thing's standing under the mast, right? This post right next to you is one mast. This is the second mast. So if you put the fireball out here, it will hit the golem, not the mast, but it's going to hit part of the ship. The ship's getting damaged if you put a fireball, like...
I
it's
didn't
going to hit
see
this
what
guy.
you're talking, but if I'm 75 up and
We're
then
not
like
seeing your
out
pinging.
here,
Yeah, there you go.
would that hit if I'm about here?
Yeah, it'll hit him, but it's just going to put some damage on the ship. It might not catch the whole ship on fire, and it won't burn the fucking rigging down, right? You're not going to like burn down the sails and the mast or anything, but the side of the ship is going to catch some of the blow, in other words.
Even if it's 75 up?
Yeah, there's no way to hit this guy without the fireball catching a little bit of the ship somewhere.
Judging on my knowledge of vehicles water,
I like it.
do I judge that like a little charring is going to be okay?
Yeah, listen, you've seen ships shattered by fireballs before. You're a pretty specialist guy, but there's a chance. I mean, you're probably not going to immediately blast it to pieces. It's definitely going to need to be repaired, but it's a roll of the dice, man. It's a roll of the dice.
All right, I'm going to go for it.
Okay.
For it.
I like it. I like it. Do it.
And maybe it'll hit this mage. I don't know.
So Gimble, you like see him casting. You're looking down the stairs. You hear him, and you see like this pea-sized ball of fire come rolling out over the edge, over the water, and you're like, "Oh shit!"
No.
You know, like all the things you wanted to say to him a moment ago. You're like, no wonder this guy doesn't have a ship anymore. You know. So go ahead and roll your fireball.
Sorry, again, I was trying to use two screens. And it looks like it didn't work, so I'm going back to the primary screen. 1 second.
No, you're all good, bro. No rush. Okay, so first of all,
Nope.
it definitely does not fucking do that. It does have advantage on saving throws against magic, which is still not relevant. So it takes 27 points of fire damage. If the golem takes fire damage, it has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the end of its next turn. I'm telling you guys that so you can remind me when I forget.
Melee
is the-
attacks?
Rolls over it. All attack rolls, all ability checks. As the fire rolls over it, and it chars and it's fucking dead, enchanted animated flesh begins to sear and burn. You see it like smashing to put itself out. This thing has seemed unfazed by giant chains, ice storms, fucking tidal wave washed over the boat. Didn't care at all. Fire, it like seems
I think
unhappy.
what you're looking for is fire bad.
A fire good.
Precisely. Firebird.
We see
Okay.
Havoc dancing on the ship.
The ship, some of the side of the ship right here in front of it explodes. None of it is catching on fire, but that was a pretty substantial fireball. It did a significant amount of damage to the side of the ship that will need to be repaired. Radic the Magi, just gaining enough height to start to come up over the edge of the ship, sees this pea-sized ball of fire coming right for him, like, you've got to be fucking and it just explodes.
Nope.
And he takes full damage, and he rolls his con check to hold concentration and plummets underwater again, like, underwater again. He is not going to join the crew on this ship. He is rethinking his choice to come to work with these guys. He's just swimming back and forth. Fuck this noise. Havoc, that was your action. You have a bonus action and movement.
I'm going to take anchor and all 3 chains and just aim at the captain.
Oh, wow. Okay, so this chain comes down over the edge. The anchor comes like rocketing over here, dragging the chain across the deck, and these 2 just fly over next to him. Go for it. So I put those on your sheet for you, so it should be a little easier this time, right?
Okay.
And at the bottom of your lister attacks is 1 large and then the mediums.
Ooh.
Nice.
Uh,
Only one of those is going to hit, though. But those are good rolls.
Really good. Yeah. You have 1 more
Aren't they
medium.
all at advantage?
24 hits. No, they don't get
That's
flanking.
against the golem.
Lame.
God.
Okay, the 124 hits, so you can roll damage on that. What you have this time up a decent amount, though. Okay, 9 points of damage reduced. Okay, got it. That's your bonus action, Havoc. You have movement. If you move, they're going to attack you. You holding your ground or what?
Even though he's like, I just caught him on fire.
They'll attack with disadvantage, but both of them will attack. They both have reactions, and they will use them if you move.
Could I do an athletics check to try and get up there to where the healing spirit is?
Yeah, absolutely. Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Or athletics, whichever one's higher, whichever you prefer. You turn and like glance over the top.
Are you saying, Rich, that they won't get an attack of opportunity if he does that?
No, I'm saying they will get attack of opportunity, but you can move into the healing space.
I just want to
So
clarify
you're
for you, Gabe.
risking another dice roll instead of just running up the stairs and taking the 2. Like you're getting the 2 opportunity attacks no matter what. So now you're risking a dice roll to see if you make it at all. Just saying.
That's true.
It's cool. It's cool. Listen, Havoc is a dramatic guy, man.
Yeah, I'm just giving him the full picture of what's going on.
I appreciate it too, because back to the game for a while. That's what part of the show is about, man.
I guess if I run around up the stairs, there's no check at all. I'll get there.
Right.
Whereas I was doing the athletics.
But Xanatos says live dangerously in the chat, so you know.
It's true, he does.
There's
He doesn't want us to live dangerously.
Xanatos knows where Xanatos wants the drama. Yeah. We love these Xanatos.
All right, thanks, Gimble in my head. After weighing the options, I guess I'll just run around. Well, see, that was the thing, is like I thought maybe with the athletics check, I might be able to avoid the attacks of opportunity. But since they're coming either way, I guess I'll run around.
Okay, cool. So you are able to like jump up onto this set of stairs and start running up. With that, the flesh golem, burning and panicked as an automaton can be, makes a slam attack at disadvantage. Wow, dude. Wow, Xanatos, you just ruined Havoc. What did you do? Boom! Oh my God, Berriluss Cosmis, hero moves.
Yes.
What are you doing? You muted, Alan.
I'm changing the 22 and 18 because it's all I got, but it's not a 20 anymore.
Okay. With that, the attack still hits. I'm just rolling another one to get clean damage on it. The attack still hits you with 18, but it is not a critical. You take 12 points of bludgeoning, Havoc.
Okay.
And the second guy jams out at a spear with you as you go. Because problems. Jesus, 21. Poor guy. Another 12 points of damage.
I think I'm dead.
You drop, you're at 0?
I'm past 0 then. Yeah. Do I make it to the healing spirit when I hit 0?
5th edition, so check it out. The pirate hit you first as you step to here, then the golem hits you when you step up here. So you're in the space next to Gimble, you're zeroed out, you have 0 HP, there's no negative hit points anymore, you're not bleeding to death. Every round that you sit there at 0, you're going to have to make a death saving throw. But that doesn't start until next turn, so with that, at an hour and a half into the show, Valerian will make his second action. Valerian, you are up.
Yeah. I was totally going to save you. I was totally going to save your life. That's sad. All right, so it's 15 feet for me to get to the stairs. At another 15 feet, where am I upstairs?
So it's only you're only going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me put you. Okay, after moving 25 feet, you're standing right here. You don't have to be there. I'm just putting you there so you could see. But at 25 feet, you make it to the top of the stairs.
Nice. All right, perfect. So I'm going to step over to here for another 5 feet.
That's a mast. You can't. That's the mast of the ship in that space. That's why they're in this like weird configuration, right?
All right.
So the mast is blocking that. You can jump onto the stairs up here.
No, I'm not.
Just reaction. Okay.
No, it's cool. Whatever. As my bonus action,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna cast Thunderous Smite, and he has.
Wait, is that concentration? Because you have Shield of Faith.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. And then I'm going to attack the golem.
Go for it. 21
Nice.
hits.
Cool. So he has to make a strength save with disadvantage.
Oh, so even 21.
Fuck. All right. Then I'm just going to attack him again with my sword.
Hits. So you get to roll damage on.
Yeah, I didn't roll it for the first one.
Nice.
Okay. Come charging up the stairs. You guys hear his footsteps. Everyone except Havoc, who only hears the call of the beyond. Floor. But you hear boom, 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 and Valerian appears at the top of the stairs in the space where Havoc stood a moment ago. His huge, hulking, green-hued, rune-forged greatsword cleaves into the dead, animated flesh of this golem. Not once, but twice. A peal of thunder explodes, rolling off the golem, holding its feet. 26 points of damage, plus that is 33. Ooh.
Is he still up?
Ooh. I keep mixing you guys up. Valerian. The first fucking strike, chop, cuts down into its hip, and the thunder explodes, and it like staggers, almost like falling, but not quite. And you yank the huge sword out, swinging around to the other side and cleave into the other side of its hip, and you just bring it right through across the waist, finishing the cut that you start.
Yes.
To the deck.
Thank you, Valerian. Finally, we've got
Nice.
Top half plummeting off the ship into the fucking water.
On top of the mage.
Yeah.
Who's
climbs
climbing up
on it and begins paddling on this corpse of a fucking golem back to port. Valerian, that's your action, bonus action movement. That is your turn.
Beautiful.
This guy right next to you is just like, God damn it, how many of you are there down there? And he jams his spear at you twice. He can't get in there for the shield smash because of the position you're in. You have minor cover. 24. What's your AC?
That hits.
We have +2 to your AC. It still hits?
No, I used Thunderous Smite.
Oh, but I'm giving you +2 because it's a weird angle.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, it still hits. I'm only at
Okay.
15.
Got it. 12 points of piercing damage. He jams the spear down over the staircase at you from below for 12 damage on everyone tonight. It's so weird. Berriluss Cosmis, the man who has seen how this fight ends before we even played.
Is that why he's crying?
Yeah, exactly. That's why he's alone, ready to jump off the ship and swim back with the mage. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not in the most prized of positions right now. Deciding between this or that. I'm gonna just cast Blink.
Oh, of course you are.
And then let's see if I vanish out of the plane of existence. No, I do not.
Okay, so you cast Blink. What about movement and no bonus action? Movement? You gonna move with this guy on top of you?
No. I was hoping to blink.
I blink around.
Just checking. That's Berriluss's turn. This SOB over here, the scrappy jerk of a pirate, he's like looking, and the captain's like, behind you, cover Avila. And so he spins around. Oops, I'm on the wrong layer. That's why. He takes a step back to here to the edge of the ship, and he fires his crossbow up the stairs at you, Ghedaar.
Heavy.
18?
No. It bounces off my shield.
You hear the twang of the crossbow below you at the bottom of the stairs, and you glance just quick enough and knock aside the bolt as it comes flying at you. And this guy right here, standing on top of you, Berriluss Cosmis, unloads. He dropped his spear. He dropped his spear. So he's going to shield dash. 18?
Oh, yeah.
And shield bash a second time. 16.
Yep.
Okay, so DC 15 strength saves.
Uh-huh.
The first one hits you for 11 points of damage. DC 15 strength saving throw.
Oh, no, I didn't make it.
Oh, you didn't? I didn't see your rolls. Why don't I see your rolls?
I don't know. Why don't you see my rolls?
Oh, they just came in. It just came
Weird.
in.
That was
11.
slow.
So you're knocked prone. You don't need to roll the second strength saving throw as he then boom, smashes down on you on the ground. That's 17 points of damage altogether. That is that guy. 22. This son of a bitch bleeding to death downstairs breaks into the captain's room and starts rifling through shit. Okay, Gimble, Stonecloak, you're up. 21.
Okay, I can do my bonus action before my action, right?
Of course, yep.
Okay, so as my bonus action, I'm going to move the healing friends onto Havoc.
Got it.
So he gets 12 points, and he's back. He's back.
His turn. That's at the start of his turn.
Correct.
Well, I guess you have to move into it. Never mind.
Oh.
It doesn't matter. It's still going to happen on his turn.
No, it's not if I drop it.
No, that's true.
Hold on, let me read it. I'll just spam it so we can all see it. Don't ignore the points.
Whenever you could see moves in the spirit space for the first time on a turn, or it starts there, or it starts its turn there. So he didn't move into it. In other words, you moved it onto him. But when he starts, there's a bonus action. You can move it up to 30 feet. Because the idea is if you can move it and then somebody else could move into it, you'd be able to heal. So it'll be at the start of his turn.
Then ignore that. I did not do that.
Okay.
Because I would know how the spell works, right?
Yeah,
Even though I don't actually.
Yeah, you sure would.
Okay, so ignore that. I'm not going to do that. Can I polymorph him while he's unconscious to give him hit points?
No.
Okay.
That's not.
Fuck. Well, then I'll ignore him for now.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do... No, I can't ignore him. I'll just move toward him and cast Cure Wounds.
Oh. I was like, do you know healing spells?
No, I do. I just didn't want to waste my action.
Okay, Havoc, you are up with 6 hit points. Your eyes open. You're laying at the top of the stairs, kind of sprawled sideways along the top of the staircase. You didn't have your sword in your hand, fortunately, through all that, so you hadn't dropped it, right? Your hand crossbow and your sword are on your belt at your hips. What we did have to roll concentration for that animate objects, didn't we? Yes, we did. That's my bad. I forgot. Don't worry about it. But you're up with 6 hit points.
That could have been my fault for the character sheet, but I was just checking and I didn't see concentration checked on the entry that I made in my character sheet, but I could be wrong.
If it's in your spell list, if there's a C, a dark C with a circle on it, then that means concentration.
It should be concentration. Yeah, it should be. I don't know if you entered all of these manually, but as I'm like reading it right here, it's a concentration spell. Concentration up to 1 minute.
Okay. How do I roll for concentration?
It's not a big deal. I forgot. We'll do it going forward. Don't worry about it. Don't sweat it.
So I have what, 6 now?
6.
Yep, but it's still Gimble's turn. It's just you're now up with 6 hit points when your turn comes around. So that's your action, Gimble. You have movement and a bonus action.
Do I see any stones laying around, pebbles, that sort of thing?
Not really. You're on the deck of the ship. You know what I mean? Like,
Links, Gimble?
Okay.
if
then,
you're looking like just magic stone, you might have still had a couple from before. Like you took a handful like out of the inn last
yeah,
night,
but it doesn't
last
matter
night.
because that means I've already turned them into like they already exist. Okay, so I will walk through and back to my spot. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So I've gone around in a circle, but I'm going to walk through my healing thing for 12 points.
You guys are watching the 3 Gimbles proceed to do like a merry-go-round
Yeah.
routine. It's like the weirdest thing.
So
They
it's
start
like-
like circling around in unison, and you're just like, "What the fuck is even going on over there?" Okay, cool.
Yeah, and I guess I have to end my turn now, even though I wanted to do something so cool and I couldn't. Okay, yeah, I'm done.
Okay, so you got 10 hit points back from that on 20. The captain proceeds to like reach out over here and like yank a rope on this here fucking mast, and a boom swings out, and you hear him scream the words Berriluss. He screams this word out in like Goblin, and so I don't know. Do any of you guys speak Goblin?
Why would I speak Goblin?
I don't know why you would.
Come on.
Berriluss, you know this command word, though. This is the word that means, like, duck motherfuckers. And so you see Avila Karsh, like, falling to the ground, and this guy right here next to you, like, immediately as it's happening, and the boom swings around the fucking front end of the ship. So, Ghedaar, DC 15 strength saving throw.
Again.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh no, he's on the edge too. This is bad.
Sure is.
Oh,
Do you have advantage on strength saving throws for any reason?
I have Indomitable redo my save, which I'm going to use.
Oh yeah, that's true. That'll work.
Come on.
What do I need to beat?
15.
Come on.
gotta put the 20 on the other side of the bar.
Don't get knocked over.
Come on, why didn't it roll? 1 second.
Bronzeborn, bronze.
Yeah.
There we go.
So the boom like comes fucking boom and hits into you, and it lifts your feet up off the ground. You feel it carrying you off the ship, and the tips of like your claws on your toes hook into the edge of the ship, and you are indomitable. You are just like, no. And you like push back against the fucking boom, like shoving it back where it came from, and hold your ground, clinging to the edge of the ship. On 20, Ghedaar, it is your turn.
Okay. I am adjusting myself slightly, and I look at the priest, the cleric, and I'm like, that's not how you do lightning. And I breathe a narrow beam of lightning breath right through her into this guy that's behind her.
Yeah.
Nice.
this fucking like bolt of lightning arcs out of the bronze dragonborn's mouth, tearing through these two.
16 would save for half. Nope. Well, okay, but he's whatever.
It's 8, and she takes 16. Got it. The lightning like lashes into her. Let me just double check one thing. This is only with a melee attack. Okay, got it.
And that was my action, right? So that just leaves me with a bonus action.
Yes, sir.
I will brace myself. No. So what happened with Berriluss? He cast something. Do I notice anything happen?
Roll an Arcana check.
You know, like I just mean like visually.
Oh, yeah. You don't see anything happening to him yet, quite frankly. No, but I was going to let you roll Arcana to see if you identify the spell, right?
I guess I haven't.
Nothing happened yet. 17. He cast Blink. You know he cast Blink, right? You heard the words. You recognize the spell. Though you can't cast it yourself, you know it, right?
Yeah. I will move, kind of bracing myself here to avoid, well, not like I was being flanked before, and this space is kind of taken up with the anchor. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna get all fancy. I'm just gonna stay there and get ready to be attacked.
Okay, excellent. Good choice. I certainly like that option. Okay, this guy, Captain Frostblood himself, he seems to have an agenda. He is fucking pissed. And so he leaps over this here chain, which is difficult terrain. So that's 10 feet of movement, 15, 20. Oh, I forgot. He's a barbarian. He's got crazy movement.
Of course he does.
He comes like jumping up onto the fucking wheel itself. And he's gonna try to fuck up poor Berriluss Cosmis.
Oh, he's gonna succeed.
I know. It's going to get ugly, brother. I'm sorry. You've betrayed him. You know what I mean? There was only so long he could stand over there chasing that gnome. It's time to do work. And so, like, he leaps up onto the wheel of the anchor, and he has this huge maul. And at the bottom of the handle is this like, hooked, almost like war pick hanging off of him. And you've seen him murder countless people with this thing, Berriluss. And though you have not dreamed of your own death by this weapon, you think to yourself, maybe I haven't seen everything there is to see as he brings it down at you. Okay, first attack.
Yeah, I'm going to cast shield before I even see numbers.
Okay, so first attack misses. Pretty solid.
No, it wouldn't have.
Oh, it wouldn't have.
But that one does too.
As he is like hammering down, he's just like woo, woo, swings at you once with each side, once with like the pick, once with the hammer, and you see it coming, and just like woo, this shield of force appears before you, and the hammer like bam is stopped against this arcane force, and he hisses, "I will eat your flesh, Cosmis." Woo, swinging the other side, and it hits the shield. And he's now furious. You just see him crazed, madness in his eyes that he is unable to land these blows on you. Man, that's an angry pirate captain. Okay.
Good.
That's his turn. Avila Karsh, staring at you, Ghedaar, like, you think that hurt? That just tickled. Feel Enid Wraith's wrath. And she brings down another lightning bolt, but unfortunately for you, this time she will use her channel divinity. And oops, that's the wrong one. I apologize. Using her channel divinity, she wields the power of the storm with unchecked ferocity, and she's going to hit you with a maximum damage call lightning, which is, let me just do my maths. 30 points of lightning damage.
So I'm immune to it and I cast Absorb Elements as a reaction.
Nice.
Excellent. So, wait, why are you immune to it? You're just resistant.
Resistant. Was imprecise with my language. I'm resistant to lightning.
That's fine. You are resistant, so it goes down to 15. Then you cast Absorb Elements, which like doubles your resistance, right? And I'm just gonna say it does make you immune.
Yeah.
You no damage, and you absorb that 15. You're ready for next round. Okay.
Sweet.
And do I? I'll look at the spell in terms of Absorb Elements.
Next round, you do an extra 1d6 lightning damage, or your next melee attack, you do an extra 1d6 lightning damage if you hit. That was her. She's cast this. She's cast this. Okay, she's down a little bit. Got it. That's Avila Karsh. Radic the Magi casts Fly again, and you guys just see, those of you who might look, this wizard just flying away. His robe's like dripping water, and he's just done with this shit, dude. He didn't fucking come sign up. Like, he thought if he could help this pirate kill you guys, that if he might get a little more pay. But this is a fucking shit show. What the fuck is he even doing on this boat? And you just see him flying back towards the port, like dripping water along the way. Splish, 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 splish. That's the end of him. There goes Radic. Havoc, Skamos, you're up.
Sweet. All right. Can I start by making a little movement before I act?
Can. Yeah, you could do whatever. Yep, movement first.
I want to move into the healing spirit.
Yes, man. Roll some healing spirits.
Yeah. What do I need to roll for this?
Gimble's gonna roll it.
Oh, okay.
Oh no! Does it just stay at 12, or does it change every time?
Every time you reroll, everything gets any of these things like this. You reroll every time, right?
What level did I cast it at? 4, right?
Right. Yeah.
4 is what I remember.
Level spell.
10.
Okay, so you get another 10 hit points back as you move 5 feet, stepping into that space. You have your movement, your action, your bonus action.
Best 5 feet I ever moved.
I bet.
Okay, so for my action... Okay, this doesn't work because it's too far. Sorry, I was looking at what I might do.
No problem, man. Lots of options. This is a legit fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're telling me.
You thought I was
okay.
What?
The captain, is he wearing
No armor, but he's carrying a metal weapon. He's got a fucking bandolier of knives on his chest.
Oh.
Okay. Do I have to target one specifically, or can I just target all the metal on him?
Let's double check. Spam it in the chat. Click it in the chat. Let's see what it does. I'm looking it up.
Is this the TSA spell?
Beep.
You must step through again.
You just caught him in a
metal object such as a metal weapon or a suit of heavy or medium armor that you can see within range.
A metal weapon, right? So you can go for like this deathly fucking maul that he's swinging around.
Yeah, that would be good because he'd have to drop it.
But it would cause damage before he like dropped it, right? Yeah. Or might he drop it in time not to take damage?
No, he does the damage and drops it.
Mm-hmm.
He makes a con throw to see if he has to drop it or not.
Okay. And the damage on this is
2d8.
2d8.
Weighing the options. All right. I'll do that at let's see here.
The priestess is like fully loaded down in metal armor. She's wearing plate mail, you know.
I kind of have this feeling like once the captain's dead, maybe she'd decide to join us. That's why I was like never hard on like this. But I don't know. I'm about the captain right now.
Bitch banished me, dude.
Be sure to ask her between my sword blows if she wants to join us.
It's cool, man. I love this line of thinking, man. I like the insight into what's happening as we go. So you're going to heat metal on his maul?
Yeah, I'm going to do it.
Okay, so you conjure the magic and begin to focus it on this enormous weapon that he's wielding. He will roll a Constitution saving throw. Oops, I accidentally closed his sheet. That was stupid. come back here, Frostblood. Con save. He doesn't have a danger sense on this. He can't see this coming per se.
Oh, yes, he can.
But he can roll fucking 20. He sure can do that. So he does not have to drop the thing. He takes the 10 points of fire damage, which is good. He's not resistant to any of that. God, you guys haven't done much damage to him yet. I just realized. Okay. The question is, does he want to hold on to this thing?
I just noticed it's blood with a U, and I assume there's an unseen umlaut there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, good. Just
Good
wasn't
eyes.
Umlaut. Yeah. Like to detect invisible umlauts. Okay.
That's a 3rd level spell.
The maul glowing red hot. God, it really should do extra damage if he holds on to it, but since it doesn't, he's not a dumb shit, and so he drops it onto the deck of the ship, and smoke begins like rolling and curling up off of the wood as like this thing is just like fucking gleaming red hot, about to burn through the deck of the ship. Havoc, that's your action. You have a bonus action, and you still have 25 feet of movement.
All the chains and the anchor at the captain.
Okie dokie. Okay, the chains now show up, Berriluss, to assist you in your plight. Chains, whoosh. The chains are like working like worms, right? They're like ching, ching, ching. The anchor itself is just kind of like the head of a snake pulling the whole rest of this chain around the ship. Go for it, dude. 3 medium attacks, 1 large. Brutal. They all miss. The chains like come flying up onto the top, and they're slapping and thrashing and wailing at him. And he's standing on like this pivot post that the anchor's on, leaping and dancing, his feet moving impossibly fast now. With the maul on the ground, he's like reaching to pull knives off of his belts. He is unhit. You still have 25 feet of movement, Havoc, if you'd like to reposition.
I like this Healy plates. I'm hoping if I stick around, maybe next round I'll get a little extra.
Okay, sure. Valerian, you are up, my friend.
Cool. How big are these chains? Can I occupy the same space as the chains?
Yeah, sure. I can move this one here even to give you room if you need.
Yeah, that's about where I was thinking of going. All right, so I'm gonna move then just this initial 15 feet and take that attack of opportunity from him.
Yep, that's only 10 feet. Always count from the square.
Oh,
front.
yeah.
Got you.
No,
okay.
no, yeah.
Just don't want to cheat your room, right?
Well,
yeah. He swings out at you with the spear as you go. 22.
Jesus Christ.
Ooh, hits.
For 7 points of piercing damage, you feel the tip of the spear like punch down in like a gap in your armor as you run out.
Just the tip, though.
Just the tip. Just the tip.
Right,
Never anything
cool.
more.
He's
And
a
then-
polite elite guard.
I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Misty Step,
Okay.
which puts me right here.
Okay.
And then I'm going to attack the captain twice.
Yes, do it. Flanking.
Come
Wait,
on,
they
get
Just
him.
smile at the captain while he's
Fuck
slapping.
Up.
Shh.
Oh, no.
That misses. The sword coming from behind. He hears you as your feet like connect onto the decking behind you, and the first sword swing comes, and he just lifts up a leg. Chop! Wood like cleaving up under the wheel, but then your sword is underneath him, and you just fucking bring it back up, cleaving into his leg with the second attack. Roll damage. Excellent. Excellent. Now he's in trouble because Valerian, the half giant, has found him. Those are your action, your bonus action. You still have some more movement, but you are not going anywhere until this guy's dead, I'd guess, right?
That's true. I'm also going to use Divine Smite.
Oh, geez, the Divine Smite. Okay, so what do we got?
And I'm going to cast it at a 3rd level.
Oh!
Yes. Come on.
48.
3d8, right?
No, it starts at 2,
Oh,
and then it gains an
48.
extra 1 for each level, so it's 48. I'm sorry, I got cat problems, you guys. I'm constantly policing my cats. I have to get up and run away. Okay.
It's 12 damage still.
Excellent. An additional 12. That was really good. That's the most damage he's taken in a round so far.
Yes.
And he's just like, maybe you'll have to wait, Cosmis. Your friends die first. Okay. That's Valerian action. This guy here goes on 6. He is just going to come staggering up the stairs to here. And he sees like this shitty little healing spirit and is just like, what the? And so he'll attack for the many gnomes who are healing this guy that he wants to kill.
Okay.
So, spear.
Miss.
15, miss.
Wait. The first one hits, but
8 or greater. Is that right?
God damn you!
Okay, no, this is brutal, John. These dice are not favoring you today. So you take 6 points of damage. Roll con save for your healing spirit.
No. Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry. Can you put one back? I'm an idiot.
No, it's okay.
So it's 6, and I have to roll for 10.
Yeah.
That's so stupid. Okay, this is not going to go well.
Damn rules.
This is why, you know how like I'm always talking about Warcaster? This is why I Warcaster.
Oh, for the healing spirit, right. Okay, I don't care if I drop that. Oh, critical fail. Good thing I didn't care.
Yes. Well, Havoc, your friend is gone, but you have a new friend, and it's this asshole right here.
Please kill him.
And so he takes his last attack with his shield bash again at you, the gnomes, because there's too many of you, and he hates you.
Wait, I have a question. So does he can hit at the mirror image? He can be like a whole thing away from me and hit me?
Good point.
Yeah, so now he would get an opportunity attack. No, he wouldn't.
He's not leaving me anyway.
He's not leaving the area. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
But now he's being flanked, so this is good.
The thing, just so you understand, like where my thinking was with the old versions of Mirror Image, the idea is that like it could be any one of you. Like we're not literally saying you're.
Yeah,
in
that's
this
why
space,
I was asking.
Otherwise, right? So if he can hit one of the images, he could potentially hit any of you.
But that makes me like way bigger of a target. Like that would be a huge downside to this spell.
Yeah, I get it. I hear what you're saying. But so he steps in, and I'm giving it to you. So now you'll be.
Yeah, I don't. It was a legitimate question.
No, it is legit. I feel you. So with that, Berriluss Cosmis, you are up.
I'm like 50-50 on how I want to do this, and I kind of got messed up because
your blank activated. But yep.
Yeah. But what I wanted to do kind of got messed up but that's fine.
Because I came up in front.
Yeah, I was gonna smoke a lot of people right there. But
sorry, bro. You guys are all just getting your ass kicked. I thought I'd like.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I appreciate it.
Yep.
If I bust a cone attack out, can I make it so I hit the captain and this guy and not?
Yeah,
not
absolutely. Okay. We'll let you angle your cone that way, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Down.
That's good because here comes the cone of cold.
Yes.
Okay. Frostbite. Kent's coming. He has advantage on this saving throw.
Probably resistance.
He fails the saving throw, but he does have resistance indeed. So 19 points of cold damage to him, which is still very effective.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Never mind, Cosmis. I'm not waiting. Okay, so that's 19, 57, 67 got him. This poor motherfucker. I wish him the best, but not really. He takes a whole nightmarish amount of cold damage. 39. Well played, Berriluss Cosmis. You see the wizard on the other side of you, Valerian, just like discharge this cone of cold that like freezes down this poor bastard, just like clipping old Frostblood himself. Berriluss, that's your action. You have a bonus action of movement. This is for blink, right?
Yeah, this is for blink. Yeah. I do blink.
Okay, so you are now ethereal. We will give you this cool heart because you're halfway in this world and halfway in another. You love the ethereal plane.
And I get to move 10 feet, right?
Out of existence. Sure.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
There'd be shit everywhere. It's problematic, eh?
There's a lot less shit over here, though.
Yep. True story. This idiot right here.
I think you want to drop your weapon and join us. as behind me there's like ice and snow and fire, and he saw me breathe lightning. His friend just died.
And Rich, at the same
Yeah.
at the same time they're talking to him, I'm going to talk to the guy that is with me and Gimble and say, this is your last chance to join Darkspawn.
Roll a persuasion check with advantage. Both of you guys.
Hello?
Did I lose you? So,
That didn't work. Oh, good. You got the 18. Whew. Nice.
I accidentally spoke in Draconic when I said it.
You had advantage.
You have advantage, though.
Okay, you
Oh.
guys see Havoc.
Okay.
You say this, and he turns and glances back, looking over the severed legs of what was once a flesh golem, the chains of the ship literally battering the captain, a half giant with a sword bigger than he is, the wizard that used to sleep downstairs with him, who is casting magic of death all over the ship, the shattered sides of the ship hit by the firebolt, and the bronze dragonborn pounding away at the priestess, who he's scared shitless of. And he turns and looks back at you and says, oh, fuck it. And he just like drops his sword, his shield and his spear. And he puts his hands up like, I'm with you guys. He's like,
Make the right decision.
I'll take a good wage. I said, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, Gnome. I'm really sorry, little guy.
It's okay, man. I get it.
Yes. This guy does, in fact, surrender. We're going to give him the reg. This one over here, though, man, zero fucks given. You like, say, like, you should join us. And he's like, fuck you, Dragonborn. Fuck you. That was my brother downstairs. And he fires his heavy crossbow at you again. 13 and misses wildly. And he's fucked.
I was with an 18. He reacted to me.
You had advantage.
Yeah.
Indeed you did.
Well, I know what he had his chance.
Yeah.
He's done.
Yeah, he did. And then he like runs down the deck out of sight here.
Jerk.
There's one in every crowd.
Yeah.
Hey, with that, you guys want to take a break real quick? I know this is like frantic combat and we're close, but my dog definitely needs to go to the bathroom.
He
And
looks like he does.
Sure, yeah, we'll take a break.
Okay.
He looks like he sees a mouse on the floor or something.
Yeah, she's hunting cats. It's a whole menagerie happening back here. Okay, I'll be back in a minute, guys.
Cool. Yeah, stay tuned for the break. We'll be back in about 10 minutes or so. You guys feel free to take a break. Curt, maybe stick with me and till they get back. So what do you have going on over at RHAP, Curt? I saw you were just on the B&B podcast with Mike Bloom.
I'm not doing a whole lot over there these days. I'm tabulating the Wandoff results, but
nice.
This weekend, I was on the Rap B&B with Liana and Mike, and yeah, it was a good time.
That show's really fun.
In a while.
All the games are so much fun. Like I love how they kind of curate that podcast each week. It's very interesting.
Yeah, it was a good time. It's weird, like between that and like when I do the Top Chef podcast or when I've done the other ones, it's definitely a different experience watching TV and taking notes while you do it.
Yeah. When I was doing all the work with Nerdrotic, it was really interesting because I started not liking the shows I was covering.
Oh, yeah, that's when Mike Bloom and I were covering Once Upon a Time for the post-show recaps feed. It kind of got to that point, and we stopped covering it about this time last year.
Yep.
And it's funny because it's now in its final season, so the Clark curse still hit it.
Yes.
I'm in. Even though it took some weird directions in its last season. I'm enjoying it more. I mean, there is some sort of enjoyment about talking about the shows, but then there is kind of that reverse, the other side of the coin where you're taking notes and normally it'll take you 42 minutes to get through a program, but when you're like pausing it and taking notes and pausing it and taking notes, it can take like an hour and a half to get through it.
Yeah.
So I'm glad we decided to kind of not pursue that further on.
Yeah,
for sure
enjoy the last season without having all the pressure of covering it for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have that with Game of Thrones. Like I've been covering it, and now that I don't have to cover it, I'm actually like really looking forward to watching. I mean, whenever it comes back, the next season. So what else have you been up to these days? You've been traveling a lot for work, right?
Traveled a lot for work. Actually taking tomorrow off and driving up to Minneapolis, where I'm visiting some friends up there, doing a couple game nights, doing 3 escape rooms, and it's just going to be a weekend of gaming.
That's really fun. I still haven't been to an escape room before. Like,
how dare you?
I know. So here's the thing. I've wanted to go for a long time, but at first I was really worried that it was like literally like a claustrophobic experience because the escape rooms. But I think I would enjoy it. Like, I think that
you should read the blog I wrote. There was an entry on FAQs about escape rooms. One of them is like, are they claustrophobic / are they scary? And there's some that I'm looking at the various rooms around of the people that are in this. Like I'm looking at Rich's room. Most escape rooms are like 4 times that size.
Yeah.
And there is one in north of LA. The basement, where they have one of the rooms is like a 4.5 foot by 4.5 foot chamber.
Oof, that would be
and I believe it's a elevator shaft.
Yeah, that's the first one I ever read about because it's near me, and I was like, no, I don't think I could.
Yeah, but the other one there, like the actual basement there, is this huge. Like, we got in there, like there's just so much space, and it's kind of dark and. But I'd say the claustrophobic element it's like if you're claustrophobic going into like my 9 to 5 office job bias is showing here. But if you're claustrophobic going into a meeting room, like a standard meeting room in any office, or your bedroom, then you might have some issues.
Not so much.
That's the size of it. Like, and like there's somewhere it might be like the room might be like the size of you might start out in a room the size of a bathroom, but it's like, very obvious that there's like more rooms beyond that initial room. So
yeah. There's like a Alice in Wonderland one near me, and I don't know how to judge if it's going to be good or not. And I want my first experience to be fun. So
you're in LA, right?
Yeah.
I'm guessing. I know that 60 Out is a chain, and I believe they have an Alice in Wonderland room, and pretty much all of the rooms that I've done have been very good and top notch.
Awesome. 60 Out. That'll be
60 Out is really good.
Maybe next time you're in LA, we'll go check it out.
Definitely. I love introducing people to escape rooms. So the ones I'm doing in Minneapolis this weekend will be numbers 80 through 82.
Sweet.
You guys can hop up if you need to for a moment and take your breaks. I can entertain the masses, I'm sure.
Yeah. Sounds good. Okay, I'll be right back.
I won't leave you here solo. I can hang.
Excellent. Cool.
I've got this. I don't have the chocolate chip flavored cookie this time. Instead, I've got the bowl of kimchi, which is just as odd and random.
It is odd, but it sounds much more authentic, so I endorse the kimchi. That's excellent. I heard you talking about Once Upon a Time there, Curt. That's a show, like, I listened to you and Mike's whole podcast. I listened to everything you guys did with that.
Really?
Yeah,
wow.
I did. I am amongst those people. And so that show, like, when it came out, despite all my pretentiousness, I was like, yeah, I really like this show. You know what I mean? It was very much like a guilty pleasure, and I wanted it to be more than it was, right? But yeah, it made me sad as it started to like slip downhill or whatever. But yeah,
it was an interesting premise, but it completely lost me. I think it was the front half of season 3. I think was when they did the Peter Pan. When they went to Neverland.
I remember you guys talking about it, Curt. Like, I mean, I literally remember exactly where I was sitting listening to you and Mike talk about the whole Peter Pan arc. And I'm with you.
It lost, and then I saw like the back half of season 3. They tied in the Wizard of Oz. Like, I'd read like growing up, I'd read like all like 16 or whatever of the original Oz books, and I was like, I wish I'd kind of stuck around for it. And that's when Mike had approached me and said, hey, do you want a podcast about Once Upon a Time? we started with season 4, but before we did that, we did like a single podcast, like recapping all of season 1, all of season 2, all of season 3. So.
Yeah, good stuff, man. I would like to run a game like that. Like we've talked a lot about City of Mist, that's actually like a great game that could fit that premise.
That's actually very good for City of Mist, especially because they, at least throughout season 1, they're unaware of their hidden role. So
for those of you out there, City of Mist is a tabletop RPG. It's an Apocalypse Engine game. It's based on the mechanisms from the Apocalypse world, which is a game by Vincent Baker. If you haven't heard of it, I really recommend you go check it out. It's a very differently designed tabletop role-playing game than Dungeons & Dragons. And the way that they designed it is really narrative-focused, and it was so well received that a lot of other games were born out of it. But City of Mist is this idea of it's kind of a detective noir city that is surrounded by mist, and there's all these people there with the mythos of great legendary characters, be they literary figures like Sherlock Holmes or even like an Ahab or something like that, or fairy tales, or pop culture stories, your Wicked Witch of the West, Peter Pan, all these kinds of archetypes. And so you play a person who is infused with the power of like these mythological archetypes that does not entirely understand how or why this has happened to them. And you're balancing this overwhelming power with your everyday life. So it's a game I'm really interested in, and sometime the next few months you will probably see City of Mist pop up here at TPK Games, I hope. But yeah, it'd be cool in that genre. So what do you guys think of this fight, Alex and Gabe? What are you guys thinking about this battle?
I mean, in my corner, it's going pretty well.
I'm just imagining Valerian and Ghedaar just like high-fiving at the end of every round. Meanwhile, at the stern of the ship, you've got Havoc and Gimble like, I just need to heal.
Poor Havoc, man. Gabe, this is like a trial by fire, man. We played a little bit last time and kind of eased you in, and now we're like, okay, dude, 3.5 hours of combat. You ready?
And I guess we found out, I'm almost ready. Just hanging on by my fingertips here. But I think that now we're probably in a good place. And I'm going to try changing up my tactics a little bit now that we're able to just kind of like focus on the captain for the most part, from my perception anyway. So I've got my fingers crossed.
I'm excited to see how it plays out and winds down. And then we'll take it from there. Unfortunately, our next episode, correct me if I'm wrong, but we're going to be down, you two, right? Curt and Gabe, you both won't be able to make the next session, right?
Stuff shifted for me anyway. And right now it looks like I'll be here for the next session.
Okay, cool. Well, we have some plans either way, but yeah, good.
Banishment, last minute banishment of the Dragonborn.
Yeah, really. And then I just have to make the whole session last 10 rounds of combat, which apparently I can do. So I felt really bad when he failed that saving throw. I was worried for a second there. Here it comes back now. I was afraid for a second there, John. When I banished you, I was like, oh boy, this is going to be tough. Did I really just banish this guy for the rest of the fight? But Havoc saved your bacon.
I'm really happy that I just watched another stream that had a lot of banishment in it. So like, I was like, oh yeah, that's how you do that easily. Just like hit them, break the concentration. But yeah, and then Havoc helped me out with that before dying. And then I helped you.
Brought you back
Thank you.
We're buddies tonight.
Nice.
Thank you guys so much for like pumping up the chat and interacting and talking. We really are glad you guys are here. For everybody who's watching it on the VODs, we're psyched that you found us as well. But I suppose with that, we'll just jump right back into it, eh?
Yeah.
Okay. On 22, this guy who's barely alive downstairs continues rifling through things. On 21, Gimble Stonecloak goes.
Okay, thank you so much, Havoc, for... Thanks, man. You got this guy on our side. I don't have to worry about attacks of opportunity. So I'll walk over to the steering wheel. And I'm going to finally do what I was brought here to do. And I'm going to cast Control Winds.
Move the boat.
And I'm gonna basically 100 cube going toward the front of the boat so that
You don't want to push it
projectiles
backwards?
coming.
You sure?
No, I
No,
want
I'm
to
just
pass it.
kidding.
Yeah. Totally. So
Yeah.
basically, what's going to happen is anyone. So this is Gust.
Hi, Gus.
If the wind is, it's going to be strong. It's going to be as strong as I can do. Ranged weapon attacks that enter and leave the cube or pass through it have disadvantage on their attack rolls.
Mm-hmm.
And any creature moving against the wind is half speed.
Got it. So you're pushing the gusts this way in a 100-foot cube, which is effectively the entirety of the ship.
Yes.
Now, the ship was anchored, right? The sails are not up. That said, the ship starts moving, right? The wind is pushing it. You're just not going as fast as you could be at max speed. Havoc, you recognize this. You see the gnome step in front of the wheel and begin to murmur some words and begin like moving his hands in this intricate way. And he calls down, praying to the power, the nature of Abrea itself. And the wind conjures around you. So Havoc, you realize that should the sails be dropped, this ship will start moving fucking quick. So that's your action, Gimble. You have the rest of your movement and a bonus action.
So my question now is, so we saw the boom swing. So the booms are active, right? It's just that the sails aren't down.
Yeah. Yes, the sails are pretty much up. He's got there's still masts around and there's all these ropes with tension on them. And it seems like he's got just extra shit rigged up just to be a giant pain in the ass on this ship. But yeah, the ship was sitting there anchored, right? And so he threw a knife to cut a line to set the boom loose and get it moving, right?
So if I look around, is there a way to drop, how would I, is there a rope that's visible that we need to do to drop the
Do you have any kind of sailing or proficiency in sea vehicles?
That's my other character.
I know. So roll a wisdom check. Give me just a flat wisdom roll.
Good. I like that.
Yeah, I know you do. You're a wise person.
23.
So 23. Yeah, you see some ropes here that you're pretty sure if you were to go fuck with them, a sail would probably drop.
Okay, fuck with them, cut them, or?
Yeah, sure. Cut them, try to untie them, whatever. Yeah, yes.
Okay.
Chew them.
Yeah, or use my darts.
Or
So I don't really have a good. Oh, you know what? I don't have that. Oh, but I can cast it at a higher level. I will cast Healing Spirit again at a 3rd level. On right on Havoc again. No, I should do it. No, I can't do it across. I don't have enough range. Yeah, on Havoc again.
Okay, cool. Oops. New Healing Spirit appears. That's cool. Havoc, on your turn, that will heal you. That's your movement, your action, and your bonus action.
Yep.
You still have some more movement if you would.
No,
like,
I'm good.
right?
I want to be steering the ship. That's why I moved there, is to be able to move the rudder. Because I'm pushing the ship with wind, and that controls the rudder, not the mast. So I just want to be able to steer it until somebody who has boat proficiencies can help me out.
Okay, Frostbite on 20 throws another knife high up into the rigging above you, Valerian, and you hear a rope snap, and suddenly crack, and this block and tackle comes rocketing down right where you are as the tension of the rope is cut loose. Oh God, what did I do with him? Here he is.
Hey, Rich.
Yes.
I might have missed something. It looks like my icon moved.
I don't know. I don't think so. Or it's fine. You're fine where you are. I don't know. It might have gotten moved by a space, but no panicking. No worries. Valerian, 18. Does that hit your AC?
It does.
Okay. So this block and tackle comes rocketing down from out of the rigging as the captain cuts the line for 3 points of bludgeoning damage as it cracks off your armor, bruising you a little bit underneath. Ghedaar, you're up on 20.
here we go. Okay. I'm now flanking her.
You sure are.
I'm going to attack her with the longsword, discharging the electricity that she threw at me.
Got it.
AC 18.
18. She's got a shield and half later AC 17. Yes, you hit.
15
Plus.
plus 6.
Oh, man.
21.
You hit her with 21 points of lightning damage, and as you do, the lightning snaps back off of her, back at you. She hates that she's fighting you, of all the people she could be fighting. So you can make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, I know what she's going to do.
The DC is 15.
Nope.
For 9 points of lightning damage, of which you take 4.
You know, I feel bad that I took no damage from the last one. She can choose between lightning or thunder damage, Rich.
Oh, you're right. Thank you for reading closely. And she will choose thunder damage because, of course, she does look pretty fucked up after that last attack. So your second attack.
I am going to release the safety on my sword.
Click. Yep.
And I swing my longsword at her again. Please work. 24.
Oh, yeah. Hits.
It hits her for 10 points of damage.
Yes.
And then at the same time, 3 bolts of fire come shooting out of the pommel of my sword.
They literally, you see this fire pulse out of the aquamarine on the hilt of Ghedaar's blade, and it rolls around his hand, and they proceed to arc like down the length of the blade, pummeling into her. What's going on here? Why'd we roll 4?
Because I thought I was going to roll damage automatically.
Okay, cool.
Never mind. I rolled the damage as 4. It's 13 total.
Got it. Yep. 24, 13. Well, the third Scorching Ray missed, though, with the 8-9.
I thought that when you attack with the sword, it's an automatic hit because I'm hitting with the
sword.
Yeah.
You're right. Yes, you're right.
I had thought each time I clicked Scorching Ray, it would be popping up the damage.
Yep.
So those were accidental attacks. So then I just rolled the
So an
attacks.
additional 13 points of fire damage as like these streaks of fire roll down the length of the blade, pommeling into Avila Karsh. She drops.
Yes.
Nice. Yes.
She drops, her
Good
mace
job, buddy.
falling to the deck and rolling, her shield clattering over the edge and down the staircase below. And she lays on her back, her armor charred and scarred, dinged and dented from Ghedaar's onslaught. That's your action. Bonus action?
Bonus action, I will... you know what? I will, as a bonus action, cast Misty Step. That is a bonus action spell.
Mm-hmm. Where are you going?
I am going. Gosh, I keep moving these Skype windows around, and I have to keep removing them.
Thank you.
Okay. And you are standing in the place where Berriluss was, squared up with Frostblood himself, and you appear in front of him, and he scowls at you like, "You chose poorly, Bronzeborn." Okay, that's Ghedaar's turn.
I'm done.
Okay, on 15, Frostblood himself goes. He glances down and sees that Avila Karsh is dead. He glances back, sees that his deck is emptied. His men are gone. He is not thrilled about this. Not thrilled at all. But he's going ham. He gives 0 fucks. He no longer has his hooked maul. He's going to reckless attack at you, Ghedaar, with his knives. So 1, 2. These are at advantage. 26.
26 will hit.
For 12 points of piercing damage.
Yeah.
And then he punches out with the knife in the other hand. 24 hits.
Yep.
This one only hits you for 6 points of piercing damage.
So 18 total?
Yep.
Okay.
And he, like, with the knife in each hand, is just like stabbing down at you.
A lot of house rules. I have been playing D&D for a long time.
Oh, what am I hearing?
That was the voice of God.
What a delightful voice that God had too.
Wait, he's like, tell me more. I had some voice.
For real, right? For real. Okay. Valerian and Ghedaar, you guys can make attacks of opportunity against him.
Nice.
He's moving.
Oh.
He proceeds to like grab a rope up above him that's like hanging and just kick himself out, swinging off the ship. So the two of you, woof, Valerian's sword cleaves into him for 15 points of damage, 72, 82. Okay.
26 with advantage.
Hits.
11
Got
points.
Got it.
He's still alive, right?
He is definitively still
Actually,
alive.
wait. I hit him, and with Sentinel, he doesn't move. His movement's 0.
Oh, you motherfucker.
Yes.
Brutal. Brutal.
I'm also going to Divine Smite him.
Oh, yeah. See, it's the third level to first level. What else you got?
What? Oh, I still have another third level to use.
Oh.
So yeah, for those listening, I do have Ghedaar has the Sentinel feat, and if anybody tries to move and invokes an attack of opportunity and he hits, their movement is 0.
Yes.
Okay, you got him up over 100 hit points with that Divine Smite. He looks hurt now. He looks hurt. He cannot move, which is very sad and unfortunate for him. Avila Karsh is down. Radek the Magi has flown back to the village. Havoc Skamos, you get healed. Gimble, you can roll some healing on him.
Yes, I can. I did that at I forget. I think I did it at 3rd this time. Yeah. Keep forgetting what levels I'm casting at. 11.
So Havoc, you get 11 hit points back, and then you can go movement action bonus action.
Get the sails, buddy.
I love this plan. I need to refresh this screen. So I'll update the hit points in a minute. 11. Committed to memory. Is Valerian blocking my line of sight on the captain? What I'm thinking for this one is that I might try and how's the captain looking? Does he look pretty wounded? Not wounded at all?
He looks wounded. He finally looks hurt. After like that last volley of hits that he took, he looks like hurt now.
I just want to point out, Gabe, that if you try to do anything distance through the cone of air that I have, it is like a projectile or something. It's at disadvantage.
Is it because it's pushing the other way?
It's just
going
anything
with
that
the
goes through the cone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is the air at ship level, or is it like at mast sail level?
It's at both. It's 100 feet in diameter.
Yeah, there's like huge,
Okay.
just
We're
like
in a wind
wind
tunnel.
pushing at you guys from
Okay.
behind now. Yeah.
Thank you. And I'm sure as a magic caster, I knew that already.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just as a person with like knowledge, right? This is one of these things. Like you are in this fucking torrent of wind. This is not a soft breeze. You can barely hear, right? As the wind is like blasting past you along the ship. Like,
so that wouldn't impact a magic missile, but it would impact a ranged magic attack.
anything that you're making attack rolls with, yes.
With that range.
Attack rolls, yeah. Ranged attack rolls.
Even if it's magic.
Yeah, as if you're making an attack roll, but like magic missile is no attack roll, it automatically hits, right? So they're not going to be fucked up by it. Whereas like a firebolt, you have to roll to hit, right?
And so that would apply to the special firing of my crossbow, right?
Mm-hmm. It would, yeah. Yep.
But you see, it's just disadvantage, meaning you just take the lower of the 2 rolls. It doesn't mean you can't do it.
Yeah, but I know the dice have hated us today.
Yeah, it's true.
I don't know what you mean. I look at Valerian.
Yeah,
some of
So
us.
they're due to be friends eventually.
This
right?
side of the boat is having problems. That side of the boat's doing okay.
Dang it. It's out of range. I don't know that I have an option then.
Lower the masts.
You're gonna want to keep the masts, but yeah.
I mean, lower the sails. Yeah. See, no boat stuff here. I don't know. Mast, sails, whatever, man. Lower shit. Get us going.
Gotta batten down the hatches.
Somehow Gimble became Mickey Mouse for this round.
I mean, Gimble, don't forget you've got this guy here.
All
He
right.
surrendered.
Yeah.
He dropped his weapons.
He's on.
Well, no, in terms of like someone who probably knows how to lower the masts.
Oh yeah, dude, lower the mast.
What are you talking about, little fella? We're gonna need the mast. No, I'm just... Okay.
The fabric part. Get the fabric down.
Get the fabric down.
Get the face. He looks in his pants like, what the fuck did I just get involved in?
All right. Looking at all of the stuff that I have available at the moment, I think I am going to have to hope the dice are with me this time and go for using a special firing of the crossbow.
Okay. Let me double check a thing though.
All right.
No, you're fine. That's fine for an attack. What'd you roll? What'd you get in the second attack of the two attacks?
15.
15 is the disadvantage.
Yep.
Yeah.
The critical was the advantage.
Okay, cool. It's not an AoE. 15. The bolt like fires, but it's such a free for all over here, man. Between the chains and these guys like standing on top of him, and he's in the thing, and like he as like the bolt is coming, like he ducks low and it sails over his head. Between the wind and everything else, it was a hard shot, and you did not make it. So it's your action, and you have bonus action movement.
Bonus action, anchor, chains, all of them hit him.
Got it. Roll it up.
All right.
Okay, hit.
21 hits.
You got one hit on the 21 with the medium. So roll damage for one medium. This guy's got the Nightmare Armor class for 10 points of damage.
Nice.
It hammers down on him.
+4.
Got it. Okay, cool. That's your action. That's your bonus action. You still have movement, Havoc, if you'd like to move anywhere.
This healing thing is still around me. I'm liking that.
I bet you are.
Oh, no, it's not still around you.
No?
Oh, the concentration fail.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I did control wind after that.
Oh, correctamundo, you did, yeah.
So how far out, if I do movement, how close can I get to the captain? Here? Wait. There. Come on. Here.
You can get where the priest is. She's down.
No, but
Oh,
he
but you
can't
can't reach
literally
that.
run that far. He can
Oh,
only
yeah,
run
that's right.
30 feet. So in other words, you could
That's
go
true.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So it's half movement speed, right?
No, he's
You can
going
get to
against
here.
the wind. Or with the wind.
You could get right to the edge over here.
Okay.
Oh, it's going that way.
Yeah, I'm pushing the boat forward, you know.
Done.
So you come like charging down the stairs, leaping over the severed legs of the flesh golem and like charging towards the other side. Okay, cool. Oh, I skipped Valerian. Valerian, it is your turn.
Do
Yes,
it.
sir. It's
Do
clobbering time.
it.
Put him down.
Here we go.
Yes.
That's a crit, right? Yeah.
Yep.
That absolutely is a 20! Yeah, roll some damage.
Fuck
Oh.
yeah.
Oh.
He's still up, right?
Yeah, he is.
All right. Then I'm gonna use a divine smite.
This guy has like legit like monster hit points, you know. The divine smite roll, it's doubled. Roll it again. Double all the dice.
Nice.
Technically, I should be more of a ball buster and make you tell me when you get a smite before, but this is fine. Okay, 12, 7,
Oh, I
19,
saw it.
31, 45 points of damage. Wow. Okay, cool.
Yes.
He's at 100. Okay, cool. 162.
And
now
so, I
he
mean,
looks really fucking hurt, by the way. Now he looks like really hurt. Pretty badly hurt.
for future references, when I really was trying to be a stickler about that. It says when you hit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
does that means when I call it when I hit,
Yeah,
right?
no,
As opposed to
right.
like a
You
thunderous,
call
which
it
is a
when you
bonus,
hit.
right?
Yes. But what I'm saying is, like, before you even roll the damage, I should be like, okay, are you divine smiting or not?
Oh,
right?
okay.
Like, that's
Cool.
all, right?
Gotcha,
But
gotcha.
it's not that big of a deal. You're not like doing anything underhanded. I'm with you.
And
Okay.
I'm gonna divine smite.
Okay, cool. For 10 plus.
That's good.
And with that, Valerian,
Yeah.
14 points of damage. He hits 176 hit points,
Jeez.
which is in fact his total, and he falls head first off of this like wheel with the anchor on it, crashing into the deck of the ship on top of Havoc's chains, zeroed out. I'll move it back here because you can't see him. Excellent.
Good job, guys. Oh, we're moving.
Well, there's another guy here still.
Oh,
Berriluss Cosmis, you're up.
stupid other guy tricked me.
And there's a guy below deck.
I give him one chance. I tell him you have one chance to, join us.
You know.
Yeah, everybody else got their chance.
Roll a persuasion check. Go for it.
With advantage, right?
No, it's not a persuasion.
I give him advantage.
No,
Yeah.
you know, and he just turns at you like, you traitor! I will never betray my captain.
He's dead.
Can
He's
I
dead,
talk
man.
before he acts?
Aw.
You
Well,
could
this is
have, but he
this
already
is-
acted. Ah! He starts like screaming, grabbing his head as the mind spike rips off. Why does he get a strength saving throw
I
for a
don't know.
psychic spell? That's fucked up.
It says it's supposed to be wisdom, actually. It's in the thing. I don't know why it says strength in the...
The text says wisdom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So weird.
I mean, it was strength. It was strength, right?
Well, no, I'll keep
I'm
my
kidding.
bad. 3 fails. He takes the 8 points of fucking damage. He just starts like screaming as he grabs his head. You also always know the target's location until the spell ends while you're on the same plane of existence. Well, you better hope this pirate can't plane ship.
He failed to save. He made a save.
No, because I'm keeping the die roll in the first
Oh, that
one.
makes sense. That makes sense.
I was being a dick there. And so on 5, this guy comes running up from below deck, and he sees like the shit show that's happening here, and he like glances up, like seeing Frostblood like lurched over on the thing, and he had pointed his crossbow up to shoot Berriluss, and then he just kind of like sighs and like throws the crossbow to the deck and puts his hand up like, all right, I surrender.
Ooh. Yay.
This guy did not surrender, and so he comes charging at Berriluss. You two can take attacks of opportunity at him, Ghedaar and Valerian.
Boop, boop.
Oh. And actually, we've already used our reactions. I've already used my reaction for this round, so I can't. But
You both did, yes.
wait,
so
but his is reset though. He's
it did reset, yes. So
I
28,
just-
roll your damage there, Alex. 14, 17. Does that hit you, Berriluss?
Yeah, but I didn't do my blink, but that's okay.
Oh, you can roll it now. It's cool if you're not here. He just wants to knock you off the ship. He's really mad.
He's got to come out a little bit further than that, then.
Well, you're not even in this plane of existence until next round, right? Okay, with
I think
that,
so.
then he takes the hit from Alex and he jumps off the fucking ship and begins swimming. He tries to swim over to like here. That's that pretty much, you guys. Everyone on the ship is surrendered. There are 3 men. Gimble, you go on 21. You see this pirate like trying to swim away from the boat as you're kind of gaining momentum, right? The boat's like moving. So at this point, he right.
Can I turn the wheel just to crush him? Like I'll control the wind and turn the wheel.
Oh yeah, okay. You're just like you don't really know how to steer a ship, but you know if you turn this fucking wheel right, you will run this motherfucker over.
Sweet.
You just turn the wheel and like leaning out, your tiny little on your tiptoes, leaning. Just see.
Jump up, man, jump up.
And he turns like, oh my god, as the wake like pulls him under, and you see his body like smash against the hull of the ship.
Oops. Oh crap! Oh man, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, that guy's real dead, guys.
And then it's kicked up from underneath the rudder in the back, like churned up his body, bloody and battered over here, like behind you.
What kind of ship is this?
Captain Frostblood's Widdowmaker, man. He's here, dude. And so, with that, gentlemen, there are 2 men on the deck that have dropped their weapons and surrendered, and they're just kind of standing, like looking at all of you. The animated chains, after a moment, because they're only animated for a minute, and this whole thing went down in about a minute, but they literally fall, collapsing to the ground. The anchor is now on the deck of the ship.
There is a 3rd guy below deck that we were fighting on the stairs as well.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I'm gonna turn to all of them and be like, the first question is, which one of you knows how to make sandwiches?
That might be the
That's
second
a good question.
Man, I think maybe we want to sail the boat and then make sandwiches.
I can make
first?
sandwiches, sir. I can definitely make you sandwiches, one of the pirates says, the guy who had the crossbow. Please don't let the Dragonborn kill me. I will make you sandwiches for as long as you keep me alive on this boat, sir.
I will hold you to that. Sandwich now.
Yes, sir. Yes, you got it. He just goes like running down below deck to get the sandwiches prepped.
I want to say thank you all for your exemplary service to the pirate Darkspawn. He welcomes you graciously to the crew of his new ship.
Wait, who are you?
Yeah, question.
Your new ship?
Are we part of... Where's Havoc?
So how many of the original this ship's crew are on deck right now?
Just one. The other guy ran below deck to make sandwiches.
And the other guy's still below deck.
Yeah, there's
It's just the guy who like surrendered to you, right?
Yeah, there's the guy who surrendered to us on the stairs, and then the bow guy are both below deck, and then there's the one on above deck.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, first I will de-ignite the flame that appears between my horns, and then I'll just reach up and I'll slowly remove the helmet.
Record scratch!
What?
And so you guys realize, you see the face, the green, the green tinged skin, the shaved down, filed down horns of the tiefling Havoc Skamos as you are led into the secret that the pirate Darkspawn and Havoc Skamos, they're the same guy.
But but we were helping Berriluss get the ship back. So I just want to be clear what's happening here.
Berriluss?
Berriluss?
He's gonna.
Sorry.
Yeah, but he's gonna captain the boat. He's gonna drive it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he's the guy. Can you come drive this thing, man? Over here. Help.
And actually, just as he says that, the rudder kind of pulls and the wheel starts lifting, and you see it start to like pick Gimble up off the ground as it starts to turn, and he's like,
Throw knives! Throw knives!
Gonna need to learn that trick.
All right, I'll run back there and I'll take the wheel.
Excellent.
Berriluss, unimpressed
Thanks,
by
man.
this reveal because he's seen it before, is going downstairs.
Well,
we've got a dead captain and a dead priest up here.
Yeah, I'm gonna search.
Who's up here?
I'll
with me?
search the priest.
You're by the wheel.
Yeah, I'll run across and search.
I'm searching the priest.
Aw.
Gimble, I'm gonna say that if there is, I think that there could be a chance that the priestess might be of aid to us. I don't know why I got this feeling, but if you're able to revive her, I think that might be a good move. I don't know.
She looks pretty dead, man. She looks pretty dead.
What was that critical roll, Rich?
She's fucked up.
I've tried this before, man, and it doesn't work out very well when I try to bring him back from this deadness.
Just as you see the Dragonborn heaving her body over the edge of the ship after having booted her.
As you start looking her over, she's wearing half-plate armor. She had a mace, she had a shield, and she has this fine, like, white. It's a very almost light blue, like whitish blue, right? It's this white, like hued blue when the light catches it just right. Cloak. And then, the rest of her sundry gear. She's not carrying a pack or anything like that on her, right? She lives on this ship. All she was wearing was her armor, her weapons, her cloak, her clothes.
Before you dispose of any bodies, the most important part is to search them for anything useful.
She also has an amulet, which is made of, it looks like scrimshaw in the shape of like this white dragon's head, which you recognize pretty quickly as the holy symbol of Enid Wraith, the white dragon.
I basically take note of all that to tell everybody else. I'm not over there, but just saying, is this the captain?
Should be
yeah.
somewhere around me.
Oh, I deleted his body. Maybe he was right
Cleaned
over
up
here.
a little bit.
Blood. Yeah,
Okay.
sorry. I was getting carried away. Here we go. He's back. No, I'm just kidding. That's the other campaign where everybody comes back as Death Knights.
Yeah,
the
exactly.
The captain has like very little on him, right? He had a pair of breeches. He was not wearing boots. He had these like two kind of bandoliers across his chest, each of which was just like loaded down with about 15 knives on each one. And like half of those are gone. He's been throwing those all over the ship. They're stuck in the rigging and all over the deck and stuff. And then his big ass like hooked hammer is laying on the deck, like kind of sunken down into the wood from where it burned through the decking.
Interesting.
Oh, and he is wearing an amulet that is not a holy symbol, but it's one enormous curving hooked fang.
I rip the pendant off of the priestess.
Mm-hmm.
I chuck it overboard.
Oh yeah, okay. You guys see Ghedaar like rip something off the priestess and just like
What? Hey!
Sploosh.
Can we not, as a group, decide not to like dispose of anything before we like see if it's like useful to anyone else next time?
That's useful to nobody.
Oh,
Yeah.
but okay.
I'm agreeing with the house.
I'm going to confer that was garbage from garbage gods.
Garbage gods. I love Valerian. Okay. This guy is like just standing over here and he's like, I just want to take this opportunity to thank all of you for your mercy and your compassion. I swear loyalty. I'll be much more loyal than I was to Frostblood. I never really liked that guy. I'm not going to make you sandwiches. I mean, I will if you ask, but I can make myself useful. I can make myself useful to you.
That's this guy?
I promise. Yeah.
Darkspawn thanks you.
I can teach you how to make sandwiches.
Okay, and so let's just go real quick. We cut down below as Ghedaar begins explaining how to make sandwiches. the scene kind of like fades and then fades back in, and we see Berriluss as he makes his way down the stairs, and we're back in time a few moments. What are you doing down here, Berriluss? As you come down the stairs, the door is open, and this guy is literally sitting at the table here with the dead bodies on the floor next to him, and you could see like he is fucked up. You know his name. This is Frederick, And Frederick was one of like the elite guards, and he's damn near like he's an inch of his life, barely like he's staggered. You could see these like hasty bandages on his left arm, which was cut like badly by the half giant. And yeah, he's got the captain's like best bottle of rum, like clutched in one hand, and he's just like pounding away, like, really sorry about all that, Berriluss. I always liked you. Thank you for your friends killing me. If you have to drown me, I understand. I hurt that dragon pretty good, but if you want to keep me alive, I'll be real loyal crewman, just like I was that other son of a bitch. I'm sorry about everything, Berriluss. I never said all that shit about it. It was the other guys. Always. I always liked you.
I'm just not even gonna acknowledge him, and I'm gonna I'm assuming I would have some kind of knowledge of where the good loot is in the downstairs.
Oh shit! So
there's this chest right at the foot of the captain's bed. Right, we've seen it before when the pirate Darkspawn was scoping out this room, and so you see it's got like this lock in it. But you also know a good deal about the ship. Make an intelligence roll.
All right. I know a great deal about a lot of things.
That you do. It's the thing you know. 18. Yeah, you know. You've like watched carefully for years everything that Frostblood does, waiting for this day that you could turn the tables back on him and get yourself out of this situation that you fucking ended up in. And so pretty easily, you know that there's like a little secret compartment just above the bed, a hidden panel that you slip your finger onto a knothole and like hook and pull it back, and there hangs the key. And so you take the key, chink,
to the ignition.
Lock. Yeah, exactly. The boat starts going real fast. So you click the lock, and you flip this chest open. And in the top, there's just a whole bunch of like silken pants. And then on one side, there's a whole stack sheafs of parchment and navigational tools, maps and navigational tools. And you lift up this like top plate of the chest and like put it down next to you. And there underneath, stacked meticulously, as Frostblood loves nothing more than to meticulously stack his treasures.
Sandwiches? No.
Is gold upon gold upon gold, and a pouch off to the side that is laden heavy with gems, which you know because you took from the last ship that you guys hit on your way back. And then the final piece of the puzzle, a thing that you have desired for some time since you saw Frostblood take it off one of his raids. There's an orb of crystal about this big, a clear crystal sphere. One might call it a ball.
Oh yeah, I'm taking the ball and I'm concealing it, concealing it in a pocket. Oh, hopefully I don't drop the ball.
Don't drop the ball.
Don't drop the ball. Don't drop it.
Classic Berriluss.
And then I'm gonna bring just like a bunch of fistfuls of gold up to the deck. And then just throw them out and then be like, "There's more where this came from downstairs."
Was it on the floor downstairs too? It was kind of messy.
Well, now it's just like 2 fistfuls of coins. What do you?
Berriluss comes up and throws the coins down, and just a moment after he does, this other idiot comes up the other side, and he's got like this big wooden platter with this like this old bread and these chunks of fucking ham cut like really poorly, kind of falling off the sides. Like, I've got the sandwiches, sir. I've got the sandwiches.
If you could deliver the sandwiches downstairs to the room where we all eat, maybe the dining room, and we'll be down there in a minute to convene the first meeting of us. Whatever, we'll figure that out later, but bring sandwiches to the dining room.
He looks at you, Berriluss. His eyes meet yours across the deck with like sheer terror in them. This man expects to be killed by you savages at any moment. And then and you see him like with great confusion, and he mouths the words to you like, "Dining room." And then like, "Oh, yeah, yes sir, yes sir. Yes, small master," yells to you across the ship, and he turns and like just brings the sandwiches back down underground. And you hear him mumbling to himself like, I just don't want the giant to kill me. Please don't just let it be anyone but the giant. He's so scary.
You know, guys, I could turn him into like a monkey or something. He could help us out that way.
Monkeys can't make sandwiches.
Okay, yeah, you're right. I'll leave him as a human for now.
Hey, Rich, are we pretty much in open seas now?
No, you're still like leaving the port, right? The ship is like moving quicker now. I presume, Havoc, you've moved around and like dropped the sails, and like you guys can start like yelling at this guy, like, "Hey, like let's get ready to get moving," right? And so he begins like moving around, doing what he can as one man by himself, and you're beginning to pull out away from the port. As you guys like glance back to the port, you see that there's a pretty good deal of people standing on the docks, and as they're like getting further and further away and smaller and smaller and smaller in your rear view, Port Herod kind of falling away in the distance as you're pulling yourself out into open sea. You could see these people all were like standing on the docks watching this shit show. They could see the fireballs and the ice storms and the fucking chains wreathing up like terrible sea serpents made of iron all over the ship. The fucking mage, obviously he already flew back, right? Who even knows what the hell happened to that guy? But yeah, it's quite a commotion. But you don't see anyone like chasing you. You know what I mean? There doesn't seem to be like anybody really gives a shit that you guys stole this pirate ship.
But all right, okay, cool. Do I feel like I'd be able to like maybe tie off the wheel, and as long as it like keeps going straight, I'm interested in finding out like what's on these bodies and how entirely dead they are. Like just kind of doing a check.
Okay, you are able to set off the wheel, or you can even like Gimble. You see Havoc like come over, and he's taking a hank of rope and like tying the wheel off, squaring the ship up straight. And there are nothing but like open waters out in front of you. You know Port Herod, Havoc, and part of the reason that they're able to do all their stone shipments and sell all this granite out of here is it's a very deep port, and it's easy to bring these big like heavy, deep laden barges in and out of it. You're safe. You're good to go. You got a solid 60 miles before you need to fucking turn that wheel. And so you can begin assessing, you know, as you move through the ship, you're finding the crew in various states. Yep.
See, I point out the stuff I saw on the. I didn't take anything off of the two bodies in the front except for the necklace. I kind of point out everything I found, but feel free to search them further. I removed the tracking device from the priestess.
Okay. So the first order of business is I had this feeling about the priestess, so I have that good berry in the pocket, and I just want to evaluate her and see if there's anything there that the good berry would help, or she's just gone.
Oh, he threw the body over.
Yeah, I didn't actually throw the body. No, I didn't throw the body over.
You just threw the holy stone.
Oh, I thought it was just the amulet. The whole body is.
No, I just threw the amulet.
It was just the amulet, but she's dead, man. Okay. Like magic could be used to restore her, right? And just for you to understand, Gabe, like if you get to her quicker like that, right? Like special NPCs, I'll let them roll death saving throws. A lot of times they just die when they're at 0. But if you would have like hustled up to her fast with the good berry, there's salvageableness there. But it's been like minutes that she's been like laying here. He's like rolling her over and shit, searching her, patting her down. She's super dead.
Ghedaar puts his hand on your shoulder and is like, "Don't worry, it was a very painful death." And then he spits on her.
Good to hear, comrade. Good to hear.
Okay, what's up with which voice is your voice? Ghedaar asks.
I have several. They are used for the persona, for the moving simply between different worlds. So
if you could teach me that, it might come in useful for why I'm here. Wink, and then he just kind of nods and kind of sits back and smiles as he watches you kind of go through the bodies.
Has the guy from the sandwich? Does the sandwich guy come back yet?
No, dude, you told him to go serve the sandwiches downstairs. He's like terrified, man. He's scared shitless. So he's just standing downstairs in the kitchen or in the dining room with the plate of sandwiches waiting. Like,
so I'll just say, I'll meet you guys in the dining room, and then I'll go downstairs and find the guy and tell him to go man the steering wheel.
And Havoc,
wheel, sir. Yes, absolutely.
Oh,
yes,
good.
Yes.
Wait, before you go, and then I'll make some good berries, and I'll say, here you go, buddy. We're friends now. And I'll give him all the good berries.
Are these poison, sir?
No. I would look. We're buddies. You're gonna help us out, right? Like I just want. These are yummy berries.
Fuck it. And he just he like tilts them back, and then he like feels this healing magic flow through him, and his eyes widen. He's like,
It's good, right?
"Holy shit!
Yeah,
You're for real.
they're awesome.
So, you want me to go man the wheel?"
Yeah. Make sure we don't hit anything. Make
Your
sure
name?
like nobody
What's your
attacks
name,
us.
guy.
Oh, I'm Gimble.
And that first hit was free.
Yeah.
He's like, "My name is Suka."
Oh, hey, Suka. Where are you from?
Me?
Yeah, you, Suka.
From the Sapphire Dynasty.
Oh.
Slave. I was chained as the oarsman in a galley before Frostblood. Well, he killed everybody on the ship, and he did pretty similar thing to what you guys did, which was to say like I could come work for him or he would kill me too. So then I was a pirate, and now, well, I can't lie to you, Gimble. I feel like I've got a new lease on life here, and these berries are far and away the best thing that I've eaten in months. And
Hey, if you stick with
as you
us,
take over,
there's more where
you're gonna
that
let
came
me
from.
steer?
Yeah. Just while we're deciding on things, we haven't really worked out the logistics yet. Hence, me not knowing what a dining room or a kid. Anyway, but we just
Call it
need
a
you
galley.
Yeah. Oh, galley.
Call it a galley.
Oh,
Yeah.
galley. So if
Listen.
I call it a galley, people will know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, all the ship people really think you've got your shit together.
Oh,
Mike.
that's awesome. What's
I'm
the
gonna help
fabric
you out.
thing that we needed to make?
Those are sails.
Oh,
Those are the sails.
That's why.
Yeah,
it's
the
sailing.
sails. Really
Oh.
important. They're really important because this is technically it's a sailing ship. So
Oh,
without sails,
but I didn't need sails to make it go.
well, you also turned into a fucking giant eagle, and there was
Oh.
4 of you running around up there. So I don't even know where to get started. But I'm gonna go man the wheel,
Okay.
and I just want you to know, Gimble, if there's anything you need, you come get me.
Tell my friends to meet me down in the galley.
I absolutely. Oh, you got it, sir.
Thank
yes,
you.
sir.
Yeah, that was good.
Yes. He like nods his head, and so he walks like across the ship, and as he passes the room over here with Frederick in it, he's like, "I got a promotion, asshole! I'm the helmsman!" And he like runs up the stairs and comes out here like standing in front of the wheel, like this beaming pride. He's been through the whole emotional gambit in the last 10 minutes of his life. This man is like overwhelmed with joy, and so he says to you guys like, Gimble, your friend Gimble is down in the galley. He said he asked me to send you guys down. He told me to watch the wheel. I just want all of you to know I'm really sorry about all the crossbow shooting. I don't actually think I hit any of you except for that guy downstairs, and he seems to be okay with it. So I'm just going to stay here and watch the wheel, and I promise you guys I'm going to do a really good job of it. I promise. Okay. Right on.
Sounds
Roger,
good.
Captain.
I lean into Havoc. I'm like, by the way, that I really dig the color of that cloak. So if nobody ends up wanting it, I'm just letting you know.
Okay. What I want to do is
Matches my eyes.
if I have basically the priestess and the captain in eye shot, I want to use my eye patch to just kind of detect magic and see what on them might be sparking some kind of reaction.
The cloak on the priestess?
Whatever's on them.
Yep, I'm telling you. The cloak on the priestess is glimmering with conjuration magic. The captain's maul is glimmering with standard like enchantments. And the amulet that was on the captain's neck, this fang that's attached to this leather thong, is glowing. Those 3 items seem to have enchantments of magic on them.
Okay. I'll say it looks like the selection. Sorry. It looks like selection of cloak was a good choice by you. It's something I believe will be of value. And then I think I'll go for the amulet with the curved. Did you say it was a tooth or a claw?
It's a tooth. Yeah, it's a fang.
So Valerian's been standing here the whole time.
Yeah.
And as he goes for the amulet, he's going to be like, I think that belongs to me. Was my kill.
Are you sure you're not interested in Mole? Also very good, instinct telling me.
Well, I was really just liking the color of the cloak. Maybe, like, let's just find out what each of these does.
I could probably get an Arcana check up on all that.
Let us take all of these things then downstairs, eat sandwiches, and discuss.
Yes, I'd rather
This is
not...
good a plan.
This does not sound like plan that is bad in any way.
High five, group high five, and freeze frame.
And so the guy on the other side, as you guys kind of make your way down below deck, the four of you, right? And then this idiot is over here holding the wheel, which is tied in a certain direction by a rope, but he's beaming with pride like an 8-year-old that you put in front of the steering wheel of a car that's not even running, right? He's like so proud. He's like, I could do much better job with the sandwiches if we have some more food. I promise I'll do a better job, Mr. Giant, sir. I hope you enjoy them, though. Thank you. I'm sorry.
They might have had plans to like stock up on provisions and port.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. There's nothing on this fucking ship. You guys are gonna need to go to port. But so with that, I think that
yeah, don't worry, guys. I got good berries.
As you guys all like kind of head down the stairs to regroup and begin making your plans for the future, I think that's where we're gonna leave off tonight. And we'll be pretty flexible for next time. And that was one hell of an adventure, you guys. Yeah, I'm impressed. Awesome. Ship acquired. You now are the proud owners of one pirate ship.
Gently used.
3, or at least 2 enthusiastic pirate crewmen and a drunkard. So good luck. You have resources. You have a vessel, which will operate as a home base as well. And that was delightful, you guys. I hope you all had fun.
Did we want to find out what the items were first, or do we want to do that on the...
You have identify spell, right? We'll cast that in the downtime. There's going to be a couple of days when we come back. We can space it out. We'll return next time. We'll take it from there, and I will tell you what the items do in the interim, and you guys can divvy them up.
Sounds good.
So yeah, don't forget everyone, if you haven't already, subscribe. Our VODs will be available for 7 days after we air. We'll also be running reruns, but only through subscription will you be able to watch the VODs on Twitch, and then they'll be available 7 days after that on the YouTube channel. You can basically use all the links in the channel feed. And don't forget to follow us. After we hit 100 followers, we'll be gifting a sub to our channel and one of your choice. So otherwise, just really everything's in the channel feed. You can check there for any information. And if you have any questions, you can tweet us at TPK_games or TPK Games on. Anyway, that's also in the channel feed. But yeah.
For those of you who are here live with us in the chat tonight, thank you so much for being here. For those of you who find the VOD later, we love you guys. Just come hit follow on Twitch. Come give us a follow on YouTube. Hit the Twitters up and, complain at us about all the things that we got wrong. But we're really glad to have you guys. Seriously.
Havoc loves latecomers. Absolutely.
I see what you did there.
And to you, gentlemen, I say congratulations. That was a well-earned fight. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
I have been waiting to steal a pirate ship for so long now. I'm so happy. It's the best day of my life.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit.
You're on the character that doesn't know anything about boats.
Yeah.
Time to sink it.
But I know lots about sandwiches. Okay, guys.
I cast iceberg.
No. Yeah, we should not name this thing the Titanic. Okay, thanks for joining us, everyone. We'll see you in 2 weeks for Abrea before the campaign, and we'll see you in 1 week from today to continue the campaign, our other show. So, yep, see you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.